Okay. Hey, Oddie, how you doing? Hopefully
Not
you're
bad,
back in
Andy.
the.
Not bad.
Yeah, good, good. Yeah, so temperature-wise, that's pretty strange, isn't it? Those fluctuations you're having.
Yeah, I forgot that we weren't quite on air, but yeah, a 30-degree temperature change in 3 days is what the lower centre of Australia went through this week. So earlier this week it was 47, or they forecast 44-degree day, and it ended up getting to 47 degrees Celsius in Adelaide. And
Wow.
today it's currently 17 degrees Celsius, and I think the top's going to be 24 degrees. So a 25 to 30 degree daily temperature change. Yeah, it blew me away, Andy. So
That's strange, yeah.
hmm, there's no climate change, though, mate. It's a myth. It's not
Uh,
happening, Andy.
yeah.
Drill, baby, drill. Yeah, probably the three most evil and destructive words said by a human this century.
What's that?
Drill, baby, drill.
Oh, that's in reference to who? Trump, I assume.
Oh, yeah, did you not hear that? That was his slogan. That's what
Yeah.
they're doing now, which is total reverse of any climate change, anything,
Oh,
basically.
yeah. It's the complete opposite of that. Yeah.
It's fuck the earth,
That's
which
all gone out the
means,
window.
yeah, humanity is fucked.
Mm.
If you can afford the best of the best air conditioners, then you can survive.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah. Although we're getting really good solar networks happening down here, so maybe we could trade our solar skills for other people's air conditioning skills, and we might remain alive.
Yeah. Yeah. If I don't know whether you could run an air conditioner from solar, perhaps. Generally, they use quite a lot of power, though.
Oh
And
yeah, of
that's
course you could do it though. You just need
yeah,
a big array of solar. But
yeah,
you're always going to generate a certain amount of wattage or
yeah,
voltage or whatever it is, whichever one, I forget.
yeah.
You know, early morning here. Forgive me, electricians. I'm allowed to have a brain fart when it comes to electricity.
I missed that one. Sorry, what was that again, Audie?
Is it volts
Wattage.
or watts when it comes down to what you need to run a? I know you need both, but when we're talking about when it draws a lot of, an air
Yeah.
conditioner draws a lot of volts or a lot of wattage.
Well, wattage is voltage times current.
Yeah,
Gives you the
cool.
watts. So,
Yeah,
what you actually need is a lot of current.
yeah.
Yeah, and then you multiply that by the wattage, and that gives by the voltage, and that gives you the watts. You see?
Which is the same as a good flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I understand. I do.
Yeah.
I have to at least vaguely understand, else I wouldn't be able to give Tex a shit about his electrician license.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. That's fair play.
All that crap has nothing to do with electrician license at all. All it has to do with is the fact that there's no way that he's shown his real name over the internet to us guys. So therefore, he hasn't shown his license to anybody. So therefore, no
Right.
one on has verified it. So him
Right.
even putting it up on the internet, he hasn't put it up with his name. So no
No, of
one
course
can
not.
verify that it's him. And
Yeah. Mm.
that's all my argument ever was in the end. But he couldn't see that, and neither could Rash. Like, yeah, that blew me away.
I think he just likes to argue sometimes.
Of course, of course, of
Yeah. I
course. And
don't,
I was playing with
there
that
are
too.
there are times when he doesn't agree with anything.
Yeah. Tex came back this week. I saw him for a day or two. Whether it was a clone or not, I don't know. I just assume it's him. I don't assume clones.
I don't even see him now. Very rarely. I don't think he even unblocks me now.
Oh, I don't think it's been here for a little bit. At least no one else
No,
has
yeah.
really been mentioning him until
No,
this
he
week.
hasn't. Yeah, he's been off. But yeah, I mean, I think he just, I suppose because of these new changes on YouTube, he's probably not creating as many accounts, for one thing, like he was. He was creating new accounts every 5 minutes.
That hadn't really crossed my mind. But he could still
He
do
can't,
that. Just change the numbers at the end.
yeah,
No
he
one,
could,
no one's going to give a fuck. We'll just
yeah,
assume it's him if he acts like him.
yeah. If you want to keep the same name, you see, you can't do that.
Yeah, but he wasn't really doing that always before, like with Bow City or Bayo or however you pronounce
Yeah,
it. Swamp
Bayou or something,
Lord.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, it wasn't always Tex-Mex. We just knew it was always him because we know Tex.
Yeah, that's right.
So he doesn't have the constraints of what your handle is.
Yeah, yeah. But I haven't seen him
Homo,
much. It's
Homoaerobic was mentioned that he uses whatever he uses, not quite homoaerobic anymore in his slogan, just so it's harder to clone him. And that's fair enough, like the letters HMR, AER or
yeah.
something like
So
that.
what you do is
Yeah.
what you want to do is you want to get a username with no numbers or letters on the end, so it's actually your
That's what I was about to
username.
get to. Exactly.
Yeah,
He could still use homoaerobic. He just needs to remove the numbers at the end, and then it's pretty hard to clone
yeah.
that.
That's right. It's impossible
So,
to clone it. Yeah,
all right,
it's
well,
impossible. You can't clone the handle. You see.
no, there's smart, clever ways around that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
It's
You
not.
can.
It's not 100% that. It's 98%
That's why
better,
that's
and
why I
it's a lot
advised
harder. But
everybody.
there are still ways around it.
That's why I advised everybody to go and get their username and update their handles because they won't be available forever. But let's say, for example, that he had Tex-Mex as his username, and then somebody wanted to clone him, then they'd be Tex-Mex dash ZXY or something, you know,
Yeah, I know, but there's a
and
lot of people
you'd
on
know it was a
there.
clone.
Like there are a lot of people on there that have letters and do have the code still, right? So if I go on there and I do a same pick and I do the same name and I do a similar code,
Yeah,
90% of the people there won't tell the
yeah.
difference.
But if he had Tex-Mex and anybody who had letters and numbers on their name, you'd know it was a clone.
Tex-Mex doesn't always use Tex-Mex. So I could use
Yeah,
any name for Tex-Mex. All I've got to do is act like
yeah.
Tex-Mex and convince you. With
Mm.
Tex-Mex, it doesn't even have anything to do with a handle, does it?
Not well, in some respects, no. But on the other hand, if somebody was to clone him, they could, cause a lot of trouble, couldn't they?
Oh, lots of people have, surely.
Lots of people surely have. Yeah, yeah. But if he had the name
I'm not that
Tex-Mex and
naive.
no, but if he had the name Tex-Mex and somebody came along with Tex-Mex dash 74Y or something, then everybody would know it was a clone straight away.
But Tex-Mex isn't that bright.
Yeah. That's why I told everyone to go and get their handles sorted out because.
Yeah, but just because you told them doesn't mean they're going to listen.
Oh, absolutely. But a lot of them have. A lot of them have done it.
Yeah.
Because they want their username.
Yeah. But I mean, all I'm saying is, which means a lot of people are still there to be played and toyed with.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure it'll always happen in some form. But if, like me, for example, what my handle is on there. So anybody who came in with letters and characters after my username, you'd know it was a clone straight away.
Yeah, but some people might not acknowledge that like you're all capitals off memory, aren't you? So if I did certain ones, I
DJ,
just did your normal word, like Andy in normal writing, isn't that capitals?
DJA and C are capitals.
Cool.
Yeah, and the NDY isn't. But
Yeah, okay.
that was the idea. That's the whole idea of it.
So
Nobody
if I
can.
did one with all capitals, most people probably wouldn't recognise the difference.
Maybe, yeah, maybe. I don't know whether you could actually, but let's assume that you could. You're right. Most people probably wouldn't notice.
I haven't tested that, obviously. Else I would
No,
have
I
straight
suspect
away
that.
said, "Oh, you can."
I suspect that might not work,
Yeah, okay,
but I
cool.
don't know for a fact. Obviously, I haven't tried it. But yeah, I think it's a good thing to get your handle without any letters and numbers on the end, so that anybody who has letters on the end and numbers on the end is a clone, basically.
I get the impression that I'm a specific style of arsehole, and
Oh,
most
why?
people can tell that they're talking to me or that they're not talking to me.
Yeah, I know, but that you could. I've said that before. That
I'm,
I don't go
I've,
by usernames. I go by user styles. So in one sense, you could say that the username is irrelevant.
well, I agree. Even as Enigma as well. The whole time
Mm,
I've been on here, which is about 8 years, right?
mm,
I have come across maybe 2 attempts at me being cloned.
right.
Although I straight away blocked them, so I don't know whether they continue to do it under different formats or
That's
blah blah
right.
blah. But
I've
once
had
I
it loads of
detected it,
times.
yeah, okay. Well, so I mean, but that's what I mean by I've got a style of my assholery. People can tell who I am. Like
See,
we
acid
can
is
tell who Home Aerobic is straight away. We can
yeah.
tell who Acid is straight away. We can tell who Tex is straight away.
Mm,
We can tell who
mm,
Gucci is 99%
mm,
of the time, you know?
yeah.
How you going, Lady Sky? Good to see you, mate.
Oh, hi, Lady Sky. How you doing? Yeah. So, Man of the Year. Talking about Gucci, I said a
Oh,
couple of weeks ago, or a week
what
or
a
so ago,
wanker.
somebody said to me, "Who's Man of the Year?" And I said, is it somebody or other?" I said, "No, it's Gucci." And then I was watching it, a day or so later, and I thought, "Is that actually Gucci?" I wasn't sure, but I'm absolutely 100,000,000% sure now. It is him, definitely.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Mm.
I can't remember why either.
It kind of threw me for a while because he completely changed his style for a day or so.
Man, he's so many different weird name people, and that
Mm.
changes. You know, Chat Detective, Moo Moo, all the Moo
Yeah.
Moos,
Oh
Apollo,
no.
freaking that kind of crap. Like,
Yeah. Damien
he's,
Frost. Yeah.
yeah,
There's loads of them. Rich Forever or whatever it is, something
Pat,
like that. Yeah. Yeah.
that,
What's his other one? His Christian channel. He's got a Christian channel because he's a Christian. It's Chris Chan, the name,
oh
which
wow,
is which is it's designed to
Chris Chan
sound
was
like
yeah,
it's designed
yeah.
to
I've
sound
heard
like
of Chris Chan.
Christian though. Yeah.
Yeah. That's full on. You see, when I first met him, to the best of my knowledge, he was atheist arguing, which is all the more
Yeah.
funnier to me. But I don't have anything to support that, which annoys me because I can't ram it in his
Mm,
face.
mm,
I don't have anything hard evident wise. You know, I don't
yeah.
keep track of any and everybody, man, not in the
Mm,
slightest. But if someone keeps throwing shit at me, I'm going to
yeah.
catch a few handfuls and keep
Yeah.
it in my stockpile to throw back at them.
Mm. Oh yeah. I mean, everybody's entitled to defend themselves, for God's sake.
Oh man, I could be pure evil on here, and I'm not here for
I've
that.
been
I'm
pretty
here for
nasty to some
fun.
people. Yeah. Max,
Yeah.
I think I upset Max at one point. Or I know I did. I got too personal and said some things that I think probably hurt her emotionally, although she'll never admit it.
And fair enough, and you shouldn't have done that, so she shouldn't
No.
admit it.
Mm,
You sounded like you acknowledged that at the start. So
yeah.
like fair enough. Fuck, we
Yeah.
all do that.
Yeah.
It's not a problem. Blaze me. Here's something though. Fuck, man, she's on the internet a lot, isn't she? She should fucking go and get a good 8 hours sleep, is all I want to fucking say here.
Yeah.
There's a few other people that
I know. Like,
fits
it would
in there
appear.
too, man.
It would
Go and
appear that
get a
some
good
people
8
never
hours
sleep.
sleep, guys.
It would appear that some people never sleep. It's like O, isn't it? The O.
I blocked him a long time
He's in
ago,
there
man.
so much.
Okay. Yeah, he used to be slightly nuts on the American nuts sort of side of things. So he was always there for fun for a good few years. But yeah, he's just he's.
I get on with him,
forget
all right.
why I blocked
He
him,
seems
but
to like.
yeah,
For some reason, he seems to like me, and he's always reasonable to me. So that's all I ask,
Yeah, fair enough.
As long as someone's reasonable with me, I'm reasonable with them. I don't really care about their weaknesses or, their mental state particularly. I know we've got some right cases on there, though. No, I'm aware of that, but I learn to accept people's faults in a way. I'm one of those people, always have been. Some of my mates are complete nutters, and lots of people don't like them. But I kind of get used to their faults, and don't really notice it so much anymore, if you know what I mean.
I don't like people in general anymore, Andy. I used to have a lot of friends, like a lot.
Yeah.
Man, I couldn't have a party even if I wanted to now. And I don't have a problem with that. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not here wallowing in like I don't generally like people. So this is what I'm after. The people that I do like, I love hanging around. Don't get me wrong. And there's a lot of people that bob in and out of both categories. As a general rule of thumb, I don't like people as much as I used to in my teens or in my uni life era type shit.
Yeah.
And it's not because the world's turned against me or anything like that. It's just I just don't need to deal with the weird radicalization shit.
Yeah, because I work from home, I don't really see a lot of people. So I'm in the same situation where I don't mix with other people, but not for the same reason. You see what I mean? Not because I don't want to, it's because my lifestyle doesn't permit that kind of thing. I work alone at home.
Sorry, man, the echo was me. I swapped over to your channel to type in a chat and I didn't realise.
I didn't hear it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you know how when we bring up your screen before we actually go to stream, like the notification thing? Well, that's why it's on there. And then when I go back into to type the chats and shit, because if I do it through StreamYard, it doesn't come out on all of them. If I do it through YouTube, then it comes out on more of them. So I go to your YouTube channel to do it. But then I forget that I've got the volume still on and everything. So
I did that. Well, the other thing is I've obviously got two streams now. I've got the vertical and the horizontal. So I get a double echo because I've got two channels playing it. I have to mute both of them.
I do it to you every week, So apologies. Sorry. Good day, Mal. Anyway, brother.
Oh, Mal's
there in chat.
Hey, Mal. I'm not in the living room at the moment. I'm in another room, so I can't see it.
Oh, is it dead?
Is
it dead?
Is what dead?
You're not in the living room.
I see what you mean. Yeah, sorry, I missed that.
I am fucking funny, mate.
That went right over my head. Yeah, I'm still alive, I think.
This is my New Year's resolution. I plan to move from this house to a house with a living room because the houses that I'm in, they're duplexes. They're more like just housing provided houses. So they're not big enough. They don't have a lounge room or a living room. They got a dining room, but the lounge room is the size of a bedroom. So it's not what you would want for a family. But we got
Okay.
the land size was good. But
Yeah.
the house itself, it was built in 1960s. So they're just shit, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Mm.
upgrade time. That's what I'm after.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can freaking afford it. So, why not?
Yeah. It's almost a shame you didn't have plenty of money, because you could knock the two down and build a big house on the plot.
Yeah, that would be, that was a possible plan, but the
Yeah.
family and business sort of side of things didn't go as well as initially planned. So
Yeah.
can't really have that pipe dream anymore.
No, life often doesn't go the way you want it to, does it?
No,
I haven't
and that
won
would
the
have been
lottery
great.
yet. I haven't won the
Yeah,
lottery yet, and
exactly.
I've been trying for years. So
Yeah.
life doesn't always play out the way you want it to, does it? But by a long shot.
I do the lottery, but I don't do it like every week, like a hobby or whatever, because you're destined to just fail like that, apparently. So I just randomly do it every now and again. And I'm
I
still
don't.
just destined to fail, brother. Don't you worry, man.
Well,
But at least
everyone's
it's
destined to
mentally a
fail in a
different
way.
style. Yeah. At least
I,
they are with lottery. That's the aim of lottery, to make everyone fail.
but you say
Because it
that, but
wouldn't be a
people win it.
viable enterprise. Yeah, but
People win it.
I know,
Yeah.
but the aim isn't to make everybody win, is it? Else it wouldn't
Oh,
work.
of course not. The
So
aim
the
is to
aim
make
is
somebody
the
win.
opposite.
One
Yeah,
person, ideally. Yeah.
yeah.
Um. So yeah, the odds are very slim. I don't think it changes the odds whether you do it every week or randomly here and there. I think the odds are still the same. But
Absolutely. Per week,
yeah,
each week.
yeah, I do it every week. Um,
Uh,
and I have done for years. It doesn't cost me a lot of money, so I just do it. I'd rather have the chance than not have the chance. And on that subject, there was a couple in the news recently who, a few years ago, on the Euro, well, you may not know, on the Euro Millions lottery, they also enter you into a prize draw, which is 1 million, I think,
whew.
like a raffle. So uh, that's separate to the lottery.
Yeah. A
Separate to the
side
jackpot.
bonus thing. Yep.
So
Cool.
many people can win 1 million on the jackpot as well.
Yeah, it's
And
cool.
so several years ago, this couple won that jackpot. They won 1 million on the jackpot, and then I think it was about 3 or 4 years later, they won it again. And
Wow.
the odds of that are 14 trillion to one, apparently.
See, but even in an infinite universe, things are bound to happen.
You see the meaningful point there is that no matter what the odds are, it can still
Exactly.
happen. Yeah,
Oh, exactly.
yeah. That's a lot, isn't it? 14 trillion or whatever.
Well, that's how probability works.
Yeah, that's right.
In an
That's right.
infinite universe, everything will happen infinite amount of times.
Yeah, yeah,
How
that's right.
fucking full on is that for a
Mm,
fucking rotation to the way you think about things? Fuck yeah.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
you, but yeah,
Mm,
in general.
mm, yeah, yeah. So yeah, I mean,
Exactly, brother Mao.
the
Awesome.
way the way I always look at it is if it can happen. In other words, if it's possible for something to happen, then it will happen eventually.
Oh, and so
Everything that's
must it, or
possible
so
will
should it
happen.
be.
Yeah, everything that's possible will happen at some point. Like
But
a planet being
because of
right
that,
next to its
that's
in the right
why I
distance to
don't.
its star, and have all the right chemicals and atmosphere and everything for life to develop, and we're living proof that that can happen. You know,
That's why I don't believe in infinity, though, because I don't think that that's actually in reality possible.
right? Yeah,
I can't conceive that as an actual
I have
reality
trouble with
style
it. Yeah,
concept, if you know.
yeah, I certainly have trouble with
Nice one now. I truly hope not, brother.
it.
May
Which
your
one's
cock
Malon?
remain on. vertical.
It's not zero, is the point. Yeah, Mel, that's right. And as I said, if it can happen, it will happen. Oh, Mel's coming in. Hi, Mel. How you doing? How you doing, Mel?
Get the super glue. Get the super glue.
Yeah.
Very nice.
You don't want to use medical staples on that one.
Hi, Mel.
I had to come up because I was rabbiting away and I couldn't hear my dulcet tones.
That's right. Yeah, so we were just saying, as you saw in the chat, the odds, even at 14 trillion to one, you'd think that would never happen, wouldn't you? But there's living proof that can happen, even with those odds.
It's a big number thing, isn't it?
Oh, it's a lot, isn't it? I don't know.
It's hard to conceive big numbers.
Humans aren't good at that, actually.
No, we're not.
Billions and trillions.
We live on a little dot in the middle of nowhere. Why would we be comfortable with big numbers? We're not.
No, we're not.
Speaking about numbers and stuff, I've been having more in-depth talks with Clyde over the last few days, and I've given him direct invitation to come to our chat today.
So did I.
So I'm hoping awesome. So I'm hoping he takes us up on that and comes here. Clyde.
Oh, Clyde.
Yeah.
Clyde needs help from us now with his math. He's got a couple of features that need fixing.
Yeah, truth is I don't think we're qualified to help Clyde.
Fair enough, brother.
I did try once before.
Man, I've just gone back to some of the basics, and all I'm trying to do currently is define your variables correctly and properly in your formula, because it's got a formula for afterlife.
It won't happen.
So no, of course not. But define your variables at least, and therefore at least have a conclusion which leads to equals afterlife. And he doesn't have either of the components like that yet.
No.
So, and that's all I'm trying to help him with on. Man, if you're going to say this, then
I tell you what, you help him with that, right?
Yeah.
You help him with that, and I'll watch. I can do it a laugh.
I'm trying to do it in the most.
I tried. I tried when he had. I tried when he had E equals M squared C.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. I remember that one. Yeah.
And I spent about 15 minutes explaining it because he said he'd been taught this by so and so, whatever. And I said they taught you wrong, buddy, and they didn't explain it. And it took him about 2 weeks to thank me for explaining it, but he still wouldn't have it.
Okay.
I got stuck on mass being cubed in his formula yesterday with him as well. Can you please define what cubed mass is for me, please?
Cubed. Yeah, mass cubed, and and the mass of photons at light speed. And
that's right.
I know.
I was quite glad to see Clyde back. He's been away for quite a while.
I think
I'm glad
he said once that he uses the chat as a sort of a release.
You can see that. Yeah. You can see that. Yeah.
He doesn't really interact that much.
He doesn't chat to people.
He's not doing anything with any nasty intent. So I'm
that's right.
He
just comes on there and does his own thing, and everyone just carries on as normal. Nobody really pays him much attention, and that's fine, isn't it? If that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, no problem whatsoever.
He doesn't really want to interact with people. I said hello, Clyde, and glad you're back, Clyde, and I subbed to his channel and what have you. But so far he's blanked me,
Okay. It did take him a while to respond to me too when I was engaging him. It took a day or two, eh?
Yeah. No, I wouldn't bother trying to help him too much with his maths. Just little things like that, you know. E equals m
Well,
squared.
it's not a little thing. It's not a little thing, but yeah.
No, that's notation, isn't it? It's,
Yeah.
he's not going to understand E equals mc squared anyway.
No.
So,
And that's not the full formula either. That's for stationary objects.
Yeah, of course that is. It's for
for moving objects. It's far more complicated than that.
Clyde.
Yeah.
Sorry, Clyde. I have nothing against Clyde much. No.
In fact, I'll put it in the chat for you, Mel, because you might appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh. Now the thing is, I'll do it on StreamYard, I think.
Yeah, all of the black hole math is stationary too, Andy.
Yeah. That's not the one I wanted. That's the wrong one. Oh, I know what I did wrong. I did the wrong one.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. All of Einstein's black hole stuff was stationary.
There you go, Mel. That's the one. Yeah.
Because you need a motion.
So, as you can see, if they're in motion, then you need to use the full equation, which is actually quite. Those few little characters and numbers on the end of that make a hell of a lot of difference.
Of course,
yeah. I don't know if you understand that in any way, but it doesn't really mean a lot to me. P squared. What does P equal? I don't know. You know.
What does E actually equal in reality?
Energy.
E is energy, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but what is energy?
Yeah.
Now, don't take this further because my argument goes down to E just being a quantity. So it's just a value that we assign vibrations in the fields. But
just energy is just
measurement.
Yeah.
It's a strange equation all the way down, depending on what level you're looking at it. Like,
very clever equation.
Explain it.
This stuff
it doesn't help you.
This stuff is the generalization of Newton stuff, isn't it?
Well, kind of.
That's what they say.
Newtonian physics put into a meaningful formula, really. But Newton was only really specifically talking about gravity. He wasn't necessarily talking about time and space.
Well, what happens with Newton stuff is Newton stuff doesn't work for the great expanse of things.
No.
It's more, I don't know how to put it, localized.
That's right.
Yes, it works for all of our space calculations with our spaceships because it's local. But for our astronomy with the JWST and shit, because it's so much further away, we need to use other shit. I went to say quantum, and then I realized that's the wrong direction, so that's why I stopped and said shit.
Well, that's probably what you end up eventually, isn't it? That's why James Webb can't see back further in time. Before that, it was probably quantum. It wasn't even physics.
You've gone a little bit 1980s computer digital there for a second. I don't know if it was just my end, but the sound went a bit weird. The JWST, you had videos come up on YouTube this week saying that it is seen right back to the start and past the beginning of the universe. But I haven't watched any of them videos yet.
That's the one I mentioned the other week, I think. Yeah, I did watch that one.
For really good stuff explained simply in that kind of realm, there's Sight Veritasium.
Awesome. Yeah, he's great. Derek Mueller.
Excellent. There's loads of different stuff in it, I mean, he's even got
he's
the
like
thing I was looking
global
at.
science influencer, like freaking as good as Neil deGrasse Tyson these days, man.
Well,
Derek Mueller's known globally.
He's got 20 million subscribers, so there must be something in it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
quite a
I mean, he
lot.
used to
It
work
is
out of
quite a lot,
Sydney,
yeah.
Australia, so that's why we know about him
Oh,
over here in
right.
Australia.
Okay. Oh, I like it.
He's not from here; he's from somewhere else, but he was living here for a bit. So, yeah,
I
and
like
he's
his
not here
stuff.
anymore.
I was looking at his stuff about voting and voting systems because I was looking it up, and that's when I came across his site because I was looking for a better voting system than what we generally
Hey.
use, which is first past the post, which is crap because we use it. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I found it on his site, and he explained it all in about 20 minutes. And I thought, oh, I like this guy. He's got
Yeah,
20
brilliant.
million subscribers. Yeah.
He's got a great range of everything. So
Yes, he
yeah.
has. He's very good at his stuff. I enjoy it. I've
He
started
called
looking
himself
to it.
Veritasium because he conjured up a different atom from the periodic table.
It's like a fake,
It doesn't designate it Veritasium, so he
fake
got
element.
like V in and E. So yeah, I kind of like it.
Yeah, he's got good stuff on that. On all sorts of stuff. I like watching it. Yeah, I just thought I'd mention on the way past. I'm having trouble with my connection for some reason or other. I shouldn't be,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I am. So
haven't
if I drop out, it's not because I think you're ugly. I know you're ugly. I know you're
You
ugly.
should-
You know.
You shouldn't. Yeah, you shouldn't need to think.
Yeah, I'm having trouble with I don't know why. I changed over from 38 megabits download to 500 megabits download. And
Okay.
it seems to be bloody worse.
That's strange.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be brilliant, you know, but
Mm.
I've had trouble with it. It could be because I've got what do you call it, a VPN. So I just
Yeah,
thought
it
I'd
could
try
be
it.
that. Could be.
It might be interfering with stuff, you know.
Yeah. Could be.
I've never used an app VPN. I got it once for a while and it just annoyed me too much, so I took it off.
Yeah,
haven't
I
really
think
used
I'm
it
going the
ever
same
since.
way.
I've never used it in my life. I've never used one in my life.
Oh.
I don't
Have
know
you
whether it's a
come
good
across
thing or a
the-
bad thing, you know, but I don't use them. Not
That
interested.
depends
Have you
if
come
you're.
across? Sorry, you're all good.
No, sorry,
I was
carry
going
on.
to change topic. I just remembered Arvin Ash for what we were talking about before, Veritasium. Another
yes.
really good channel is
Yeah.
Arvin Ash channel. He explains complicated things simply.
Yeah.
And basically lots of space stuff and quantum stuff. And he
There used to be
really good.
there used to be another one about they had microscopes, microcosmos or something like that. It was, you know, and it was brilliant,
okay.
really good. And they shut down after, but I watched it before they did, and the stuff they got on there is awesome. You know, like I said before, I mean, Audie would know about this stuff. Watching Kinesin walk, you know, that kind of thing. They got actual videos of the real stuff walking in the cell, as opposed to a cartoon. You know, brilliant.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
I'd love to do that.
Wish I was younger.
Yeah.
I finally took my laptop out of the dusty bag that it's been sitting in for the last 6 months, and it still works. You know, I thought it might not because of the update changes and shit with Windows and all that lately. But which means I can take my little micro camera out and go and get some videos, like at local things, go to the park and shit like that. So I might have to do that shortly, just for some fun. Because it's pretty cool. But when I've only got it connected to my PC in my office, it's not really many cool, minuscule things to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that microcosmos place, right? It's one of the saddest videos I've seen on YouTube. Right, was a cell dying, and he was explaining what was happening. You know, and it was bursting, and the insides were coming out. I thought, how sad is this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're really cool. Fuck, I haven't seen cameras like that since I was at uni. The one there.
Yeah, super duper cameras. They sold cameras to help, like, but yeah, they're not there now, unfortunately.
Mm.
I loved
Yeah.
it. Watching a Hydra, for example, getting mashed and pulling itself back together. You know,
Hmm.
Yeah, wow.
you can liquidize it, you know, and it'll pull itself back together. The bloody thing is indestructible.
Mm.
Yeah, full on.
Mm.
I just like watching basic cell division happen.
Yeah.
Time lapse. That's freaking just awesome, really.
Yeah.
When you learn what's happening and then, you know, even have
Watching
it
the
explained each stage, it's fucking awesome.
watching the chromosomes line up
Yep.
and
Yeah.
pull it apart. Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, the things that are going on, and all those little machines we've got inside the cell. Every single cell, man. And we got how many cells have we got? Trillions. And these little things,
47 trillion of them, apparently.
right? And we got these little things walking along a road that makes itself, and they're pulling something else to take its. I'm going, what? Every cell is
Yep. They're a little biological engine,
amazing.
or you know,
And when they
they're all
got
called organelles.
when
They've
they
all
got
got the
nothing to
same
do, they
things
sort
as
of
what
bend
us have
over.
as organs.
Yeah, but they
Sorry.
got nothing to do. They bend over and they shut down and wait. And if they got something that's too big to carry themselves, they go and get help.
Yep.
And this is happening inside a cell, one cell. It's just
Yep.
absolutely mind blowing.
Mm.
Mind blowing. I wish I was younger. I'd have studied that stuff.
Yeah.
But God does it.
Yeah.
Oh God!
That's right.
Fucking hell, man. No, and these things have organelles, and those organelles have a similar set of shit inside of them to make all their stuff happen. It's just a sort of relativity scale. Like the processes that the cells do, we copied as a society level above them. Like a society level above them is our symbiont human cells controlling all of the cells. And then as a society, we do a similar thing. We have components to generate energy. We have components to move parcels around. We have cell walls, like barriers to our societies. We have the structures are the same as cells. It's a biological continuation.
That's only if you know what you're looking at, like you, Audie.
Hey?
That's only if you're like you and you know what you're looking at. Us
It depends just on how you relate to it, doesn't it? You know?
Yeah. No, I love that stuff. Yeah. Now,
when I went through all your topics, I'm not impressed. Do
No.
I know why I'm not impressed?
Why?
Each topic page, the information on it was about one paragraph. That was it.
Yeah, I didn't put much on there. I just put the links though. But I just realised the links
that was
weren't
on
working.
the links.
The links didn't work.
Well,
The links
I
didn't
just
work.
copied
Yeah,
and pasted, so I still went to the links.
Hey,
You let
they
me
do
have a
work.
look.
Yeah, they
You've
do
got
work
one
now.
paragraph of information here, brother, and a photo.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you mean on this website.
Yeah, man.
The New Scientist one. Well, what you need, I don't know. New Scientists will they'll put that stuff up. But what you need is, I suppose, the links to the source.
Well, New Scientists normally have bigger articles. It's just all three of these articles are freaking minuscule.
They might be just because it's new.
Or attention getter style things, but they you read it right here and now. It'll take you 20 seconds, and there's no meat to it apart from the title.
That's basically the end of it. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
One look, scroll down, read the bottom.
Oh, they want you to subscribe to see the rest of it.
Right?
And we're all cheapskates.
Yeah, that's right. I don't like that.
Yeah, we have to get better source, brother.
And then
Brilliant. Brilliant.
And then there's no
Yeah,
saying
we
that
only
the
like 3.
subscription's free.
Oh, mate, it's easier to bypass the new scientists, mate. Because I'm not
And
suggesting you
it's
pay
not
for
free.
stuff. Yeah, I'm not suggesting
We
you
only
pay
do
all for
free.
stuff. There is free sources. We'll just
Yeah.
go to the government provided sources.
It's
They're free.
199. It's 199 a year to subscribe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right, listen. I could go
Really?
to the black hole and photograph my fucking self for that much.
Yeah. Oh, so that
The New
that explains
Scientist
it.
is a renowned magazine, man, and a lot of
course,
like professor-style scientists,
Yeah.
subscribe to this. That's why it's got the renown. That's why it's expensive.
Yeah.
I understand.
It's a good one. You
Yeah.
won't find any gods. You won't find any god stuff in there.
No. It is good.
Well, not without evidence.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what did you think about that one then? About the 3 black holes merging
Absolutely.
into one?
Absolutely
Mate,
clueless about that stuff.
Mate, of course it's happening somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what used to happen years ago, when not long after I left uni, was my best mate was doing his PhD on this stuff in that must have been 2000, 2001, 2001, 2002. He was doing his PhD. There's how things move on, and he was doing what happens if 2 black holes the same size collide.
Okay.
This was his PhD because he was, he was at that level. And,
I'd imagine that the chances of them being exactly the same size are very slim, and the smallest one will always get sucked in by the biggest one.
Yes, of course. But
I think that's the answer.
If they're the same size, what happens?
Well, I don't.
It's not like saying a big one will absorb a small one, the small one will disappear into the big one. But if they were the same size, that was his PhD.
Yeah.
Because it's a maths thing. It's not astrophysics, it's mathematics. So he did the mathematics on it and
do
said
what you said in the first place either.
Sorry?
I think the small one will still absorb some of the big one as they merge together. It's not the big one just absorbs the small one. As they're absorbing each other, the small one will still absorb some of the big one on the way in.
Yeah, no doubt it would, yes.
So you still have to factor that crap into the maths, even though in the end you're going to still end up with one.
Yeah.
Right.
What he came up with, I don't know. I mean,
the mass will eventually be the sum of the 2, no matter what happens, basically.
Yeah. Well, what happened was I mean, you're talking about just 25 years ago, this is, and he reckoned that if you had 2 black holes the same size and they merged, it would be like throwing 2 stones in a pond at opposite sides, and they would go through each other like waves, like ripples on the pond.
Yeah,
and they just go through each other.
These things would be spinning around each other at a fast speed too.
Yeah. But this is a mathematical model.
So we got to add the angular momentum into it, which is like
I don't know.
That's what Einstein hasn't done with his black hole equations.
Yeah, I don't know how he did his maths for it.
And that's all. That's
why
the time,
I was
saying. Well, that's what this whole New Scientist article is actually on about. We found a 3 black hole version of this happening, so now we can study it.
That's right. You see, the thing about Einstein,
they're just showing off now, aren't they? Huh? They're just showing off now, aren't they?
The thing about Einstein, Mal, is what just came to mind as you were talking just now, is that these are all things that he worked out in his head. The formula is only a mathematical way to describe it.
Of course it is. Yeah, that's what.
There's thoughts in his head that put all this together.
Like, what do you do when the math is different from the reality here? You know, like, what if you put the math to these 3 black holes and it doesn't seem to quite fit with what we're actually seeing? So what do you do? How do you adjust the math?
You just make new math.
Yeah, make new maths. Yeah. change the formula slightly.
That's very simple.
That sounds,
Yeah.
it sounds shonky though, doesn't it?
No, well,
Yeah,
you're not what you're not doing. I get an
we're
idea,
defining
right?
observation, so you can't be shonky, I guess.
Yeah, I think I could be wrong here, but I'm thinking maybe you're thinking we're trying to fit the mathematics to the reality.
Well, yeah.
You have to find a way. You have to find a formula which proves your theory, and that's what I'm saying. The maths is just an expression of his theory.
Generally, the math is done first, right? And then we find the reality, and we want to see whether it fits the math.
I think he works it out in his head first, and then he finds a way to prove it.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. He came up with the math, and then we went looking for the black hole.
Give me a formula that you used in your biology stuff, Oddy. Just say it.
I don't know.
Can't remember.
Man, it's physics or chemistry. There's no real biology formula.
Okay, right, just give me one.
Force equals mass times area.
There you go.
Yeah.
What was that again, Oddy?
Force equals mass times area.
Okay.
The most basic formula that you can get.
Right. But did you make the formula first, or did you have the force and the area first?
You worked it out first in your head. Somebody did, and then
you had the force and the area, and you worked out how to describe it. See what I mean?
Yeah, the maths is a way of it.
You don't have the mathematics.
Explaining
yeah, you're not going to have the mathematics for the three black holes combining together before you have the three black holes. You might have some sort of theoretical idea, purely theoretical mathematics, that is. Whereas this is the mathematics describing reality.
You could,
I
as I said,
that
Mal,
as well. I understand we're describing
Yeah, you do. I mean, you know what I mean. I'm not saying it very well.
As I was saying, though, Mal, you could say that the end result will be the sum of the three, and that you don't really need to know about the rest. In some ways.
That sounds like a simple and very good answer in simple words. Simply put.
Simplify
the three combined will make one big one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I would imagine, though, like I said, that if there was one larger than the other, that the larger one would drag the smaller one in, but it might not necessarily be like that. They might just combine mass, like two bubbles joining together,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But
they merge together, and the overall bubble expands, doesn't it?
You would think so.
That's how I'd imagine it happening.
I couldn't really say, so I'd imagine that's the way it is.
Yeah, I would think. Quite often bubbles stick together, so the surface tension...
Oh, don't complicate stuff. I was just beginning to speak. I was feeling quite smug there then.
The surface tension of the bubble actually forms a barrier, so they can't merge, and then suddenly they pop into one. Quite often.
It's the bubbles of nothing that make it really something. I learnt that from Aerobar advert.
People do tricks with bubbles, don't they?
Yeah.
You can do tricks with bubbles.
So it may be something like, it may work something like that, that they'll touch together and then they'll suddenly merge.
No, because once you get close enough to one of these things, you're done for.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
There's no like one will stick to the outside of another one or bounce off it and float away. It's not going to happen with these things.
No.
These are greedier than maxi.
Here's a word for you, Mal, which I really like. Coalesce. That's what they'll do. They'll coalesce.
Coalesce.
Yeah.
God, I hate smart asses. Nobody likes a smart ass.
That's what they'll do. Exactly how they'll do it, I don't know, and I don't think it matters. That's what I'm saying. Exactly how. The result will be the sum of the three. That's all you really need to know, isn't it? In some ways.
I suppose, I suppose it's a bit like the the 22 stone, 6 foot massive lady, and the 4'9" jockey.
Uh-huh.
He just gets absorbed into the rest of it.
Yeah, that's right.
Like an anglerfish.
He takes precaution. He ties both legs to the bedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, get a miner's lamp on. Yeah. Like anglerfish, you know the ones?
Oh God.
Yeah.
I've never been in that situation with a horrendously big guy.
I had a good friend of mine who was like that, and we were playing in a snooker match in mid Wales somewhere, and we all turned off the coach and we went to this pub, and you had to walk maybe half a mile to get to the pub, and to get into the pub to have a drink, you had to go down this narrow corridor, you know, like in a house, passage. And we go past, and this big, huge girl looked at him, and she grabbed him with one hand, picked him up in the air, slapped him up against the wall, and said, "Oh, I like you. I'm taking you home." Shit. Well, get me on the bus. He was off the ground. She was a massive girl.
Oh God.
It would have slowed me down in them days, I can tell you.
Yeah. I had a friend who was into that sort of thing for a while. He went with some horrifically big girls. I don't know. He went through a phase where that was what he was attracted to. Yeah, that was his thing. Yeah.
I used to wait around the dance hall and till about 2 o'clock in the morning. Until the saddest, loneliest, drunkest, ugliest ones were the only ones left.
Yeah.
And then I'd go get one of them, and my mates would all be going, "What are you doing?" Well, you know, I'm going over this, you're going over on your own to watch the news. That was my justification.
Yeah.
I only just realised, guys, I've got a background fan on. Can you guys hear that or not?
No.
You got a what?
Cool. A background fan on.
Oh, right. I got a ceiling fan light where the fan is inside. The fan is inside and the light is outside, like a ring.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah, same.
Very, very quiet. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't normally have it on. It's just because, you know.
Yeah, you can fade it. I can fade it and I can change the speed or whatever. Yeah, you can fade the light. Yeah, very posh. Well, posh for us. I got 3 of them done, and I got a guy in to come and do them for us. Keep the missus happy. Very, very handy. They came in the summer. A week before we got the heat wave, we got 3 of them to do. Oh, this, I found this interesting.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
I know even less about it, but I thought this was interesting. I didn't know about this.
The same problem, mate. You've only got 1 paragraph of information here, mate, and a photo. The only real information here is what space station that is, which is just underneath, and I forget.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's too small for me to read, but that's the limit of the information. Yes, it's great. Why is it great? Because now we've got constructive competition towards the advancement of space. And why is that great? Because it gets all of the eggs out of one basket. The quicker we can get the fuck out off of Earth and have another colony somewhere else is a moment that we can survive after an asteroid hits us. So we want to have our eggs in 3 spots minimum.
I don't think that's going to happen.
But we may as well do it now, regardless.
Do it anyway.
There's so many of us on the fucking planet.
I think that
why not?
This kind of
then
thing.
We've got 2 other avenues to help us, you know, just in case.
Well, I think
just in case thing.
I'm looking at it inwards rather than outwards. In that this kind of thing, because it will be competition, like you so rightly said, will cause so much competition. We will gain so much technical advance from it that we be able to save this planet rather than try and
Maybe.
I mean, if you've got all the technology to terraform another planet, why don't you do it to this one?
Well, I'm hoping that I think I got you right then. I'm hoping from our advancement in this branch to get to another planet, it will help us save our planet, yes?
Yes, yeah, that's precisely
Yeah, I agree. Another reason to do it.
Possibly,
Fuck
yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
No,
I like
and
it.
a brilliant
That was the first thing that came to my head.
Better reason than what I had. If you're going to learn how to terraform a planet, you're going to fix the planet that you're on, aren't you?
Oh, fuck yeah.
So, fucking oath. In reality, though, you know, in Australia, we got shitloads of coal and all that kind of stuff. So our electricity should be really cheap. But because we've got shitloads of solar, in South Australia, we have enough solar to run all of residential and all of commercial. Like we have enough solar to flat out run the lot. So we don't need power stations here.
Unfortunately, you're all getting cancer.
We can sell it to other motherfuckers. Different story. But because of that, we sell all our coal to the highest bidder, which is overseas. They're selling all of our fucking product, like our Australian mined product, overseas, and we're not getting anything for it. And they're charging us high electricity.
So what you could do is you could use all that solar
disgusting,
energy.
It's disgusting, con. Yeah.
What we needed to have done is what Denmark and all those countries did, and invest it back into their citizens.
Yeah,
that's right. That's what's not.
Blah,
that's
blah,
the
blah.
missing. That's the missing part, isn't it? That's the thing that's not happening. That's the missing.
What they could do is they could get all the solar energy stuff that you've got and sell it to other places or whatever, and all this stuff, and then get loads and loads of money back in to search for cures for cancer that you're all catching from the solar energy.
As we should be. You're dead right, though, Mao. But that's a system that sounds.
That's short-sighted.
That is at least the more morally correct fucking way of doing it.
Short-sighted.
At least they're dealing with the fucking issues that they know are going to come ahead.
Yeah.
Like,
nobody wants to come ahead, Odd. What they do is we all know this. They all give you promises about what's ahead that don't happen because they want into power. So
look
it's
at
all
the
very
insurance
short-sighted.
companies and how they factor in their finances.
Yeah. And people always blame things like big tech companies and big pharma and big this and big that and big that. It's the government's job to sort that out.
Yeah. That's not what I meant. I meant by following insurance, then you would have known that they already factored in climate change from about 1976 or it might have been 1967.
Yeah.
So that's already been into their maths and their profits since then. So they know what's happening, regardless, and they go on by their data. And their data counts because that's the money.
And then on the flip side,
and all that.
On the flip side of all that is misinformation, anti-science, anti-intellectual.
Yeah. Trump syndrome.
Well,
sorry, that's a real thing.
No, basically right. Yeah, correct. I wouldn't say.
I absolutely agree with you.
I call it Trump syndrome, but it's not particularly Trump syndrome. It's basically thick as shit syndrome, and short-sightedness. It's really just, I don't get it. I really don't understand it. How people can be so anti-science. I mean, the first people who try and prove themselves wrong are the science people. And if they can't prove themselves wrong, they accept what's left, basically. You know what I mean? They go through all the stages of trying to show how wrong they are. And they accept what's left until they learn something else.
Yeah.
Which is completely opposite to what you get generally. No?
Yeah.
Generally, especially in this day and age, I've said it before, I think critical thinking is going downhill. And it's going down. The more technologically advanced we get to.
It's not a gentle slope either, Mal. It's going down
No,
very
no,
quickly.
completely
We have to
agree.
revisit this as an actual topic as well, you
Yeah,
guys, critical thinking, because I'd like to
yeah,
really, really deep dive this because I think it's that important.
yeah.
Can,
Yeah, I
and
can
I'd
do
like
it.
to add something just as a sort of pre-thing as well. I caught up with my father recently and haven't done that in like 20 odd years
Mhm.
due
Okay.
to other reasons, later
Yeah.
conversation, blah, blah, blah. But
Yeah.
the reason I bring it up is in conversation with him, I found out that even after such a long gap,
Mm.
yeah, I'm on here on chat, and you've witnessed us all be treated like we're the absolute epitome of other people's thoughts, and like anti-MAGA people, or have them team up against us, all that shit, and
Yeah.
blah blah blah. You all think that every now and again, fuck man, am I the rare occurrence here? Is everybody
Mm.
else thinking otherwise? Blah blah blah. But then,
Mm.
yeah, after 20 years, to come across the way that my father still thinks,
Mm.
it's identical to the way I think.
Right.
It's not the
Yeah.
bad thing that I was possibly maybe leading to. It was in fact the opposite. It blew me away. It's
Mm.
totally left wing, totally not, well, totally anti-Trump. Like Trump's an
Yeah.
Not
idiot.
blinkers.
And for all the real reasons, I'm not being anti-MAGA
Mm.
for no. Like I know who I'm talking to here, you two. So I'm just
Mm.
rushing through this. And I was actually kind of impressed because from
Yeah,
what
I
I've
agree.
heard, like it's he's got European upbringing and all that, but he's been in Australia for most of his life. But
Uh-huh.
it's still, I just thought that there's a lot of radicalisation happening over where he's from and all that. So I just thought that there could have been an extreme opposite way of thinking. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know whether that's a genetics thing or it's totally an
According
environmental
to
thing.
according to
Or
Trobs, it's right wing people are actually wired that way,
Yeah.
and there's nothing they can do about it. I don't know.
I think it's pretty clear that they are wired differently. Yeah, I'd agree with
my
that.
father's from
Not
Germany,
accept
so
the
there's a
white.
lot of right winginess in his country, but he's not, and I'm not. Obviously, he's
Yeah.
my way of thinking. I can describe it. So that's the
I
only
would
reason
say
I'm like he's the
I'm
extreme
definitely
opposite.
I'm definitely wired not to be like your classic right wing or theology
Yeah.
types or the Trump MAGA this and wave the flag, those kind of. I'm
I can't even
definitely not.
define that properly.
I can't even understand it.
I go straight away to like company owner or industrial mentality or I don't know that corporate thinking or but it's not any of them. Christian thinking, not quite. Nationalists, not quite. But they all are a bit racist. Well, they're not.
Yeah.
About 20% are proven racist, like towards like the blacks and all that kind of shit. 20% are openly anti-Semitic. Like that kind of shit. It's just full on. Like it's a definite subset to what they are. But
I'm
one
seriously.
particular thing to the whole classification of MAGA. I can't.
I seriously, really, really, really cannot fathom that way of thinking.
No.
It just does not compute to me. Like
at all.
I don't get it.
All though. I agree.
I had to block Pooh Bar in the end because he always comes on with his racist stuff.
Wow.
And I used to argue with him and explain it to him and try and educate him. He'd have none of it.
No,
and eventually, I've had enough of it.
But you knew he was never going to have any of it. We've had this discussion before.
Yeah.
He does.
Like you've known that for a long time. You weren't even trying to convince him to change back then because you knew that he wasn't going to.
It irritates you now. It irritates you. It irritates you because you've obviously blocked him. But that's probably what it's designed to do. I don't know. I suspect it probably is. I suspect he probably does believe that, but we don't know that he actually does believe that, or whether he's just doing it to annoy people.
Absolutely,
it's very
you are
open about it.
most
I've had
absolutely
discussion.
welcome to block him by having enough of him, and I do that myself. Absolutely.
I discussed it with him, right? And I discussed the science of racism with him. And
Yep.
phrenology
Done the
and
same
the
too.
black stuff and DNA or whatever you want to genes and but I discussed this with him, and he was still having none of it. He was still using his pseudoscience to back up his claims.
Genetics.
You know, like all that. Like
That's where eugenetics came from. Him and Brian Stewart were using the word. That's where it came from for me again.
That kind of stuff. Yeah. And I thought,
And I deep dived, and that's when we chatting the other week. It was a rehash.
I was getting nowhere with him, and he kept coming into the chat and targeting me because he knew I would engage him. You know?
I was actually impressed now that when I mentioned it the other week that you were straight away, no, fuck that, dude. And I was like, oh, thank fuck, I've got a normal person here, man. That was my first response in my head. I was like, oh, phew. I didn't expect you to be not normal, brother. But yeah, like I just come across it a lot in chat. It's like, what the fuck are they teaching people? Like, have I got something wrong here? And I swear, I did biogenetics at fucking uni. Like, I should know this. And I thought I had it right, but I had to go and check.
I deliberately let a lot of that go over my head. I mentally block it. I just ignore it.
Mate, it's just selective breeding, but the nasty bits. That's what your genetics is.
Yeah.
Disgusting. The whole
This
is why the idea of things like audio, you know, this is the kind of thing where things like phrenology, IQ of black people and white people, bullshit. No?
Yeah.
How can you give an IQ test, right? Written by somebody who's been at university, done this, done that, and they're full of their psychology and all that stuff, and they give an IQ test to somebody who lives a mud hut in Angola.
Yeah. Let me put it to you this way. If you go to university, it doesn't change the amount of RAM that someone has in their brain, right? And the RAM is the width, and that's basically the thing that would increase the intelligent level, right?
Yeah, take them out of the mud hut.
Intelligent quotient. You know, you want a bit more RAM. It's got nothing to do with your education. That's copy and paste. That's memory.
A lot of it is.
Like,
you have to change the environment.
That's general. Yeah.
Change the environment, improve their environment, you improve their IQ.
Yeah, brother. Fuck yeah. Diet.
Maybe to do with dietary. It may be dietary. That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
I heard a comedian, right? A black comedian was talking to a bunch of nerds with Neil deGrasse Tyson. And the whole audience were a bunch of nerds. He was doing a special for them, right? So, and he stood up there and he said, listen, he said, before I start, he said, I know my audience, don't fact check me. And he started, and he was talking to me, and he was on about racism, and he said, look, you guys know this. He said, there's no race. Race is just 99.9% of all the DNA stuff, genetics, everybody in the whole world, apart from like small little minor things. He said that's the 0.01%. He said the problem with us black guys is the 0.01% on the outside.
Yeah, right. That's a good way of describing it, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, and yet people will still argue about it.
Yeah.
I go with you've got human race. So I still go, you can have race, you guys, if you want. But if you want race, you ain't going to fucking designate it to one avenue of the human part. If you want to use the word race, it's the whole human or it's nothing with me. So you still ain't going to slip in your racism in my
that's the thing. See, there's only one race, but there's an awful lot of racism.
I think the other thing that's worth remembering, man, is that these people will argue with you no matter what the topic is.
Some people will, yes. Some people will. Yeah. Maxie will argue about burqas being great and about Islam being great in Australia. You know, she doesn't want to talk about Iranian Muslims No, she wants to talk about Australian Muslims, which apparently are different.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I normally would defend her on that argument because you like argue what you know, what you don't know. But if you're going to be bringing up the whole thing of yeah, I mean, I know how she brings it up in the first place, so you can't then just filter down to that small avenue when it's such a large one globally.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I
get in a lot of trouble just for mentioning that I've spoken to her. I get in a lot of trouble for mentioning that I've spoken to any female in general, but it spins me out because, everyone's talked to her, so why the fuck should I get in trouble?
I like Maxie. She's very talkative and she's smart and she's very good with words. You won't get a better insult in chat than from Maxie.
She's good at debating, even if she's debating not her side of the topic.
Yeah,
she doesn't have to be on her particular side of the topic. Like, she's really good at the argument.
I just like it, and she'd bring arguments up just for the sake of it sometimes. I'm pretty sure of that. But I like Maxie. Otherwise, I'd have blocked her ages ago because some of the stuff she says is shit. And I told her so. It's just it's the whole. No,
sorry.
I find I'm not sure which I find more ridiculous: the religious talk, conversations, and excuses and gymnastics, or the racial ones. I think it's the racial ones I find worse. Because they can actually use science a bit, take what they want, they twist it around and pump it out to people who don't know about science.
Yeah.
And the people who don't know about the science are more gullible.
I'm trying to start up a nice conversation with Swan about religion as far as your religion conversation topic just goes just then. And I've gotten as far as her being keen to do it sometime. And the moment that I've had that, I've gotten freaking anti from Rash. I've gotten anti from Dingo. I've gotten, like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? I've gotten lots of hate and everything from both of them. And it blows me away. All I've gotten so far is for Swan to say, I don't mind doing it sometime. And it's like, wow.
Yeah.
So now, because of all this shit that's happened in front of Swan, like there's, Rash going rant, and Dingo going rant, like I'm pretty certain she may not be quite as keen. So, which sort of sucks because all I want to do is have a friendly conversation like what we're doing here. Ask her a couple of blatant things that stand out, that are curious to me, and friendly though. Answer if you want, don't answer if you don't want. Fuck. See you later at the end of it. Come back for another round if you can.
Yeah, and carry on. Yeah. Just don't piss me on my back and tell me it's raining.
Well, exactly. I'm not going to be rude. I'll ask direct stuff, but stuff I've asked Rash many times that I believe should be simple that he's avoided on every avenue kind of shit. Nothing fucking... I haven't put any thought into it yet, so that's why I'm not giving you any examples.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to do the evil stuff, at least from their perspective. I won't bring up Aisha or any of that, at least not until later, unless she's keen to talk about
Save that one, yeah.
She won't be keen, so, exactly. I'm not here to be a dick.
See, I just put them on the road straight away because I don't give a fuck. Bullshit. Oh, God. Christian God, can he change? No, he's the same all the time. All right. So when he creates something, does he have to change to create something? Well,
heard this convo yesterday, dude.
Jeez. How many times are we going to go through and the gymnastics they will jump through to justify Gucci justifying slavery to me a couple of days ago?
Yeah.
I say no. No.
Yeah.
God, you're better to be a slave than dead. There you go. There's a guy who knows nothing.
But you know the problem with that, Mal, he doesn't think he'd be a slave. He's not contemplating, he's
No,
not talking
I
about
did
him.
offer him the
He
opportunity
doesn't care.
under
He's
the
Indentured
rules.
servitude for Gucci. That's what he
Well,
thinks
under,
the slavery is, and it's not.
well,
slave
he doesn't want to.
slavery slavery
I suggested
refers
to
to
him,
another
no,
person, a lower class person than you. It's not talking
Yeah,
about you when you talk about a slave, is
yeah,
it?
yeah. No,
oh,
hold on. He's in the Bible, so he's thinking
yeah,
that the slaves from then were indentured servants and not beaten up slaves and that were stolen from the next tribe over, which
yeah.
they in fact were.
I
Well,
offered him the
So
opportunity, right, according to his Bible rules, to be my slave.
yeah,
Since he was so keen on it being, he condoned slavery, I said, well, I'll tell you what, under the Bible rules, would you be my slave? And he said, that was a
no.
stupid question.
Yeah, well, of course it is. No,
She
because
didn't have an answer.
this is the point. This is the point I'm making, Mal. They're not talking about them when they're talking about slaves. They're talking about somebody else, a lower class of
I
person
agree,
than
yes,
them.
somebody else, yes.
Yeah,
Not
I've got a
happening to
problem
on a
me.
with
lower
that
level.
because God made humans in His image. So how can there be a lower class of human? But,
Yeah, and if God is on his own, why have I got a dick? And what are my nipples for fuck's sake?
yeah, yeah.
Coat
But
hangers.
don't stop flicking them, missus.
My eyesight worse than, why is my eyesight worse than a buzzard? I need to shit.
Yeah, why do you need to eat? I mean, that would be great if you didn't have to do that, wouldn't it?
Why
Or
is everybody
drink.
trying to kill me?
Man, that was the
That's
most
how
annoying
body-
thing at work the other day on a hot day, going for a crap, because you're there and you start sweating your ass off while you're having a crap. It's that hot. There's nothing worse than that, man. Being in a toilet and thinking, man, there's an air conditioner in here. Yeah.
They'll need one a bit more in a minute. Yeah.
You do realise we've gone from talking about 3 black holes colliding in about 20 minutes to having a crap with a sweaty ass.
Somehow.
How did we get here? Because we
Not
broke, that's
sure.
what we do.
It
Not
becomes
sure.
a wet wipe even before you do the wiping, dude.
I saw Clyde over at Blade Runner, and I told him to come over, but I don't suppose he has.
I don't
Today, like, I mean, just recent, like, yeah, like just now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I
Well,
gave him a personal special
minutes
invite
ago, yeah.
yesterday. And
Yeah, so did I.
So he knows. But yeah, I think we've already quickly run through the topics that will come up.
I can't
With
show the
Clyde.
third one because they've some things come up on the screen now saying you've reached your daily limit of topics, and I can't get rid of it, so I can't show the other one. But
Oh,
there's
really?
not much. There's There's not much on there anyway. Like you said, you have to subscribe to get the full story.
Yeah, like the title says the whole thing in the paragraph, just like underneath the article anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yes, we know there's a hot area, but we don't know why. And
Yeah.
what do you want to say about that? Because it's about all the information that the article says.
There's not much there, is
So,
there? I know.
no.
Yeah. That's not a good source if they're going to do that, which it looks like they are. I can't even bring up 3 topics because they're blocking the third one now, saying you need to subscribe to or whatever to get rid of it.
The thing when they're talking about things being ultra hot and shit in the universe is that they're also talking about things where the atoms are a lot further apart.
Okay.
Like in general in space, there's 1 hydrogen atom per meter square, I think, or something like that. So there's still hydrogen atoms out there, and 90% of what's out there is hydrogen, but it's still vastly got massive gaps between all of the atoms.
That's
compared
right.
to here on Earth, where you know there's shitloads per meter square. So we feel temperature change if hydrogen heats up, whereas when we're looking at trillion light years across the sky and we say, oh, this looks a bit hotter, these things are still, on average, a meter apart. You know, it depends what we're looking at, you know, it gets closer and blah, blah, blah. But these things are generally still vastly, it means that the temperature, when it's 100,000 Kelvin, you could walk through it. Because only 2 or 3 of those atoms are touching you at any one time, and that dissipates instantaneously, basically. It's like you wouldn't even feel the one hydrogen touching you.
It'd probably take you about a million years to walk through it, but you probably could if you lived that long.
But the one hydrogen atom agitated to 100,000 Kelvin isn't going to do fuck all to you. It's not like one atom's moving meters across in vibrational distance. It's not going to tear you limb from limb. It's vibrating at an atom scale. You're not going to notice it. A cell isn't going to notice it. An organelle in a cell isn't going to notice it. You're still trillions of times on a different scale here. So it doesn't matter how much this hydrogen atom vibrates, whether it's 0 Kelvin or 100,000 Kelvin. You're not going to notice it as a human. If you, not that you're going to be there, you'd be in a spacesuit or a spaceship, blah blah blah. But the actual biological physics, you're not going to feel these because they're a meter apart in space on average.
It's possible then that only one of them could ever touch you at one time, probably.
It is possible, but even if a few were, it's the same principle. You need a lot.
Right. Although, having said that, that's pretty hot. It would probably do a bit of damage to any atoms around it. I don't know.
A hydrogen atom traveling at near light speed hitting you wouldn't do anything to you. Because it's only one hydrogen in size. This isn't like a small stone hitting or a small particle hitting the space station when we hear about that shredding the space station to bits. This is vastly different because we're talking an atom, and that's vastly, vastly, vastly smaller than what we're imagining.
It's like it's just
doesn't have the ability to express the force to do the damage. That's why it can't do that.
The hydrogen atom is just slightly bigger than Gucci's brain.
Slightly.
It's not going to do much.
No. Mate, and LIGO detects a vibration of that size difference. Atomic
pretty
scale,
amazing, isn't it?
Detect gravity wave. Yeah, fuck yeah.
I saw that
and
there's
the
a lot of new
direction
telescopes
of it,
being
like,
planned
full
as
on.
well. A
Yeah,
lot
cool.
of new telescopes being planned for future missions. To put
I
them
hope
in
so.
orbit.
That comes with the commercial factor of your space
That's
stations
right.
and beyond. Commercial anything out there will increase all of that. I'm all for commercial.
I don't know if you
but
noticed or not.
It's got to be
that
like
image,
what do you call it, governed.
That image that they showed was basically a rocket with a couple of solar panels on it. That's not exactly a space station in my view. The space station took years to build. It's 400 acres of solar arrays. Do you know that?
I was about to say, where's the power? Oops, sorry about that. Where's the power coming from? For
It's
your
400
power,
acres
your
of
space
400
station in your
acres of
rocket-looking space station.
yeah. I got something like 400 acres of solar panels on the thing now.
It didn't look
Four
like
double
that
A.
rocket-looking one, though, did it?
It takes 4 AA ever readies a week.
Anyway, that's not exactly a space station in my view. That's just a rocket, a little module. That's one part
But
of
a
it.
thing like that, you could give a gravity to by spinning it a lot easier. And that could be a good reason to give it a shape like that.
I don't understand that. They always say that, and they always show space stations.
Centrifugal force.
That's not the same as gravity, though, is it? That's
No, it's
inertia.
not. But but it would make you feel the sensation similar. If you were on board a spinning spaceship and you were flown to the outside at the strength of 1 gravity, it would feel like gravity.
Mm.
Yeah, like you see in the space films.
Exactly.
I don't really
You
understand
wouldn't even
that.
have to spin that much because you're already at
Oh.
90% of gravity.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to give a fuck
I
about
mean,
going
the further away
speed around
was,
the Earth either.
the
Go
further
whatever
away
speed
you are, the
you
more
like.
you have to spin.
Yeah. And you would adjust that to whatever speed you want to go around the Earth. You could stay in a geostationary orbit
If you
and
had a
then counter
bubble,
that with the centrifugal force or centripetal force.
if you were inside a bubble, which was inside the spacecraft, then you would stay upright all the time. You know, but work like a gyroscope, and you'd still have the effect of some sort of effect of gravity, which is actually centrifugal force, isn't it? You'd still have
Would
some
you
sense of
feel
it.
the effect of centrifugal or centripetal force if you were in that bubble? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think you would. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you need a way to keep upright, don't you? Because
But
we're
you
talking
come
about
to think of
something that's
Wait,
rotating, so
no,
you're going to
here's
keep
the
No,
going
thing,
no, no,
upside
no,
right?
no.
down.
Keeping
No.
upright comes with it being big enough, like the same as being on Earth. We're all
Yeah,
upright, even though
yeah,
you're standing
yeah,
180 degrees in the direction compared to me.
that's right.
once,
The complete
once you get in
opposites.
this, once
Yeah,
you get in,
Yeah.
well, actually, even on Earth, there's no such thing as upright. No, we
mm,
just think. You know, there's
It's
only
just it's
towards
defined
the
differently.
center of
Upright
the
is
Earth
feet to the
or away from
ground.
it.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
that's all there is. There's no upright.
you
There's
wouldn't
no
want to
out.
spend your
There's
life
no
going
up.
round in circles, though, would you? You know,
Sorry.
you wouldn't want to spend your life going round in circles. You know,
Well, that's why you would spin it. Yeah.
We are,
you'd need.
though. We already are, Andy.
Yeah, we
You
are.
just
We
don't
are.
acknowledge
Yeah,
it
yeah,
because it takes 24 hours to do a rotation. You're
that's
traveling
right.
at 1,000 kilometers an hour at the moment,
Yeah,
relative
at
to
the
the
height.
center of the
Yeah,
Earth.
yeah, that's right.
We're going so fast, right? When I fart, somebody in Hong Kong goes, "Fuck that."
Yeah.
Exactly, man. Don't stamp
Some.
too much on the ground because every time you do it, that footprint comes up on the other side of the Earth.
Yeah.
I've seen it, man. I'm here.
Yeah.
I've got to avoid it, brother. We're watching out for all these freaking angry footprint stamping motherfuckers over there on your side of the Earth.
So watch out for them clog dancers in Holland.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I've also seen videos. There's a lot of videos out at the moment. There are lots of the reasons why we can't do anything. We can't go anywhere. One of them, of course, being that we can't shield people from radiation. That's still one big factor that stops
I
us
heard of the
going anywhere.
Vanderbilts or whatever it is being a problem the other day still. Oh, for fuck's
Yeah.
sake.
They always will be. They always will be. You have to time things right to get
Your
through.
biggest problem, no
I've
matter
forgotten what
what
they
you do.
are totally. Like I
So
know
what?
they're around the Earth ones, and they're electromagnetic, but I forget what governs it and stuff. And because it's just been so long since I've had to go back to it. So yes,
So
please
there are basically
remind me.
two of them, and they work.
Yep.
I think they move in opposite directions. And at one certain point, there's a gap which appears between them, and that's how Apollo got through to the moon. They timed it so they went through the gap between
That's what they do. Yeah.
between the two belts.
There's a
Yeah,
Kuiper belt, isn't there?
they don't actually go through it. They avoid it by
So what
going
are
through the
they?
gap. Yeah.
Electromagnetic belt.
Yes,
So
Van
if we hit
Helmont.
it, it's like hitting a current.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
they basically
Van
avoid
Sorry.
it.
Yep. Sorry.
Van
They
Allen
basically
belt is the
avoid
one
it.
that
Van
the
Helen,
flat
yeah,
earthers say we can't get past.
yeah. They
I
Because
thought,
basically
they,
yeah,
avoid
okay.
it
So this is
by
the upper
jumping through the
firmament
gap.
for them. Okay.
because they're stupid and they don't know how the world works, you know.
But for the same
Well, I've got
reason,
a
Ollie,
really,
that
really cool pick on that. I've got to go find that. Yeah, sorry, Andy, keep going. I'll
for
find
the
a pic for you.
for the same reason that the radiation would obviously kill them. So they can't go through it. They have to avoid it.
Hey, go round.
Avoid it as much as possible. And
Yeah.
there is a certain time where they can synchronize it and go through the gap between them, and that's what they aim for.
That's why you can't just launch just any time you like.
No, that's right.
Yeah, I did know.
There's a window of opportunity.
Or from any location, strangely, Mal. So there's usually NASA has 2 launch locations, SpaceX has 2 launch locations, and one of them is for low Earth orbit, and one of them is for geostationary orbit. They're completely different launch locations.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. They use 2 launch locations for 2 different altitudes, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you see
apart from
picture there that I've got, Andy, on StreamYard?
Can I see what, Oddie? Your
I've
picture?
got a picture
Let
on
me see.
StreamYard. Can you bring it up?
Can
It's
I?
one of
I
the
don't
best
know.
Flertha diagrams that I've come across.
Oh, that's quite cool, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'd never come across the abyss. I nearly call it abscess then, beforehand on their diagrams, or even the subterranean waters like that. But I thought this was pretty damn cool for a picture.
Yeah.
It doesn't even incorporate religion into it really whatsoever. Oh no, there you go, heavenly realm. Yeah, okay, sorry. It's a non-religious version of it, even.
I had to put my flat Earth macro in there. It's just got to be done. Yeah.
You just trying to make me laugh, don't you?
Awesome, brother.
I just had
to.
Certainly.
Absolutely, he was deserving. Yes. And just to reiterate to anyone else out there, I am not a flat earther.
No, certainly not.
Do arguments with them occasionally, so you've got to have.
I mean, when Jesus got, it's the same. It goes with this, right? When Jesus got crucified and the earth went black and the moon flooded and went like a blood moon and all that, all the stars fell to earth.
Okay.
Like
they do. Like they do, yeah.
As they do.
Yeah.
That must have hurt. I mean, that's worse than hailstones.
Yeah.
So,
Connery taught me that it was pinpricks in the curtain of night when I watched Highlander as a kid.
It's quite funny, Oddie, that
we've on from that.
If you look at where it says that water's above, you'll notice that it is a spherical object. They've got the curvature there. That's quite amusing.
That's just the firmament
as well. Yeah.
That's just the dome. See, there are windows in the firmament to let the water through.
Proving curvature doesn't remove the flat Earth. Removing water from above doesn't remove the flat Earth. Curvature of the firmament, curvature of the water above, curvature of the atmosphere above, curvature of the heavens. Where the fuck are the heavens? Why can the birds get to the heavens? Fucking Jesus, where the fuck does that sun go?
It's pure insanity. That's the only way to describe it. Absolute pure insanity.
But you're looking at the wrong map, Andy. This isn't a Gleason map.
No.
Now NATO, look at their emblem. They use a flat Earth map too, apparently.
Do they?
It looks, so they say it is, but it's not. It's it's 2D, but yeah.
I haven't deep dived into that. That was a yesterday thing on Dr. Blitz. So yeah, he was going into great detail, showing the sky how it's not as well. But I haven't myself looked into it properly yet.
Leave it to him.
It's
and the only flat earther we know, I don't actually think's a real flat earther. So, but he's been doing that spiel for 8 years. So I'm not going to ruin it for him.
David, you're talking about, no doubt.
Dr. Bliss
I might be. He's a funny fucker. I like him. He's a great character.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, David.
Yeah. Yeah.
David?
Lots of entertainment.
Davis.
WC, brother.
W.C. Davis.
All right, yes, yeah, he's a natural. He's a comedian. He's
Yeah.
not a flat earther. I've talked to him enough times.
Well, I don't think so.
No. But he loves it.
But he might be.
He is
Yeah,
funny.
he might be.
He's a natural comedian.
Mm.
He should just bang something out like straight away, you know.
Yeah.
Off the cuff.
Oh yeah. Very quick. Yeah. So
And I also gave Brian Stewart a personal invite yesterday too.
Yeah.
Since we mentioned him a couple of times, and
yeah.
the odd desire to run through some philosophy. I mentioned that to him as well.
Yeah.
That was sociology, was it? Yeah, well, yeah, sort of. I mentioned philosophy when I. Yeah, cool. You're right, but yeah, that didn't come to mind when I was chatting to him. So I told him we need your philosophy. So it was all, oh yeah, cool. What's it about? So I mentioned, generally space themed, but generally whatever you want as well. So he was all, yeah, no, possibly I might see you. So yeah, sorry, Brian Stewart.
Brian Stewart. Yeah.
Oh, Brian is.
Lots of people, they were all talking about space in the Blade Runner chat the other day, and I said to him, you know, you people all talk about space. Why don't you come along to the chat, you know, on Friday and talk about it there?
Because
obviously none of them have, obviously.
Generally speaking, I would say because it is a science subject, people don't like being found to be lacking. They'd rather not entertain it at all. Whereas if you have something like
it's not about that though, is it? I always explain it to people. It's not about knowledge. No, none of us are professors or anything. We talk about it.
If Clyde came here, we'd have a hard time not giving him a little bit of grief about his beliefs, I think. Even though all three of us here would say that we don't have the intent to do that. And I don't have the intent to do that. Not in the core, in the slice, but I could see how me talking to him would be perceived that way, just the way I talk about it.
Well, I know you know what would happen.
About
it would go back to his formula at one point or another, and you'd ask him to explain it and describe it.
Yeah, but hopefully in words with the right persuasion, he would just explain it because he wouldn't have a fear to not. Like, that's what I'm trying to get. Like, if you explain it right, we can see what the issue is here and then we can progress. There's obviously, I believe it wholeheartedly, right? So there's obviously something here that's making you stick to it.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, it can't be that hard to figure out, can it?
Yeah, well, he's been on it for a while, hasn't he?
Clyde?
He's been doing that for a while, yes, yeah.
You think that's not hard to figure out? I think you must be smoking what he should be smoking. If you think that.
There's only about 3 or 4 floors to his
I mean, I don't mean to be offensive to Clyde because I think he's probably, I don't know him, but he's probably autistic.
Yeah, probably.
And not level 1 autistic.
Any outcomes, I don't know either. Yes, I agree. I shouldn't. Yeah,
I don't think it's level.
I apologise. I should shut up.
I don't think it's level 1 autism either.
Yeah. That's more of the reason why I'm trying to help him.
Of course, yes, of course.
Narrowing your thought process down to one idea, basically, and putting all of your effort into that one idea 24 hours a day is what it looks like, you know?
It's not one idea to him, I don't think, brother.
No.
He can go in infinite direction.
Yeah.
That's an escape.
I mean, as an autistic on the autistic scale, to put that much focus on one specific thing, you know.
It's I mean, there might be other things as well. I'm not saying he is autistic. I don't know. Bloody hell, I'm not qualified to say. But I just get that impression, you know.
Yeah.
Like Gadwin, for example, is autistic.
Yeah.
In a different way. Gadwin will fixate on something If you
Yes,
ask him something, he will start to type something in the chat
Uh-huh.
that he won't stop.
Yeah.
Isn't autism a spectrum? Don't we all have it to
Of
a
course it
degree?
is, yeah. Of course it is. I was told by my brother-in-law that he thinks I was probably autistic.
Yeah, I've been told the same, mate.
But
My son's been told the same, but he's been told the same a lot. So now he's got it in his head that he's got it, whereas I don't actually think he has.
Schools do that.
No, man. You just need to go out and actually live life a little bit more. Get the fuck out of your bedroom. It's
I
not
think
autistic.
schools do that,
Go
Ollie.
and live, mate.
I think schools label everybody as autistic and ADHD.
everybody's
Well, this means that in
ADHD.
his head, he's got that he is that.
Everybody's
So you're now
ADHD
got to
these
fucking
days. You
deal with
notice?
that problem. Exactly, now. Now got to deal with that kind of.
Everybody's
mentality.
ADHD,
Yeah.
but they're not drinking cans of
That's a 10 to 20
Red
year
Bull.
setback, Andy. That's a big one.
Yeah.
It's not a small one.
They're not drinking cans of Red Bull or cans of Coke or.
I think if you put it into a young person's mind that they might have ADHD or autism, then they probably will have it because you suggested it.
Yeah, or they believe it anyway.
Well, that's what Oddie's saying, isn't it? They keep telling him, he's got it, but he doesn't think he has. Yeah.
That will give them the outlet to behave like that.
I'm not a doctor though, so I can't say that he hasn't.
The danger is though in suggesting that they have got it and putting that idea in their mind, because then they probably will have it.
Well, when they're young and gullible, they may not have it.
I'm not allowed to say that he doesn't have it, Andy. So I can't reverse the situation.
No, I get that.
No, I'm just everybody's ADHD. They're not drinking Red Bull. They're not eating high sugar, What noise, ADHD. I remember when I was at school, right? I wasn't allowed to progress to a higher school in Scotland, and I passed the exam to go there because I'd come from a school that was 6 months ahead of the school I was in.
Right.
And you had to pass a test at 11, okay? And I was told I'd failed this exam, right?
The old 11 plus, yeah.
That's the one, yeah. Right. Now, I knew another guy there who was my father's boss at work. His son was in the same class as me. Right? Thick as shit. He passed, okay, because he was told. But they said he had, what was it? It was like autism,
Yeah.
So he was okay to go,
I think you could almost implant that in people by suggesting that they have got it, that they will get it.
You could do with kids who are like 9, 10, 11 years old, no?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Good grief, yeah.
I mean,
my attitude is these kids don't.
My 5-year-old was told that he had it because he liked zombies and dinosaurs too much and wasn't paying attention in class. My 5-year-old son likes zombies and dinosaurs too much.
Right.
Go fuck yourself, teachers. And that's what we told them in a very polite way.
Have you ever met a 5-year-old?
My man is fucking 5. Exactly, man. Have you ever come across one that doesn't like either of them?
So now he's got that idea in his mind that there's something wrong with him, and he's behaving like there's something wrong with him, and he will have something wrong.
The idea would have started from then, exactly, mate.
Yeah,
this is a slow process.
That's what I'm saying. You could actually implant that.
You could easily, no, buddy, you got to think like this because it's not like that.
You could easily implant that in somebody, couldn't you? Just by suggesting it at a certain age, you could make them that way. You guarantee that they're going to be that way.
Well, that's how you get Jews and Muslims and Christians.
And Christians, exactly.
Skip that. Skip past that.
Same thing, possibly, Mark.
Huh?
Yeah.
No.
If you're going to teach people how to think for themselves, you also
it's exactly the same.
How to think for themselves.
There's no difference. Jeez. Yeah, kids are like sponges. I used to teach like a year 8 when I was teaching 12-year-olds, cute as buttons they are. and they're all smiles and they're like sponges. You know, if you go to school with a different tie on 2 days in a row, they ask you if the school isn't paying you enough money to have another tie. Because they don't mess about. They see it and they will tell you. If you smell a smoke, they will tell you smell smoke. You know, they're brilliant. So how gullible are they to influence and persuasion? No.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can see by that one example of suggesting that somebody's got ADHD and they get ADHD because
Yeah,
it's been suggested.
they are.
You can see how you could manipulate a mind at that age, can't you?
I think the 12 to 13-year-olds were my favourite gang. You know, there's a lot of smart kids in schools. There's a lot of nutters, as you would expect. But those guys are like little sponges. If you want to indoctrinate them, sorry.
Yeah. No, you're right. Sorry, I butted in.
Oh no, I was just going to say, if you wanted to indoctrinate them, it's up to about the age of about 13 or something. They're just like sponges. You tell them anything, they just take it in and they follow every move you make. And sure, you know, you got to be very careful what you say or what you do, because they just take it all in. So if you wanted to indoctrinate them into something like this flat earth shit or the fucking God bollocks, those are that's why they take kids. That's why they want them.
That's right.
Because it's not the kids' fault. That's what I mean. I've seen preachers aged 8, and not just preachers, evangelist preachers who were belted out on a stage, 8 years old, and they're going, well, he doesn't even understand the words he's saying.
Yeah.
Because I've always had an atheist upbringing, this was all relatively new to me, all this indoctrination and learning about it. Like I've done it in the last 10, 15 years.
Right.
I've done it a different way that most people generally have. Like it's fascinating to me. Basically, it's always been fascinating to me.
It's basically mind manipulation, and if you catch it at the right time, and they'll stay like that forever. Yeah.
And understand how easy it can be done, how naturally it can appear like it is. I which means I can't blame people for it either. But
can't blame kids for it.
You almost implant an alternative reality into their mind, and it sticks with them. You know.
Yeah. It depends when it happens.
The thing is,
it depends on which branch that it happened to them. So, you know, there's a divergence where it happens. There's mixes between that fantasy and the reality, as well as one or the other. It's not just one or the other, religion or not.
See,
and that's hard.
I would say I'm with Audie and maybe not quite as with him at the same time. Andrew, I'm against yours, Andy, where you said it's like they've been given an alternative reality. No, they haven't. They've been given fantasy. Reality is completely different. Reality is what we live.
I said that because it becomes their reality. They believe there is. They
think it is. Yeah. But it isn't factual. Reality at all, is it?
Yes. Yeah.
Talking donkeys is not reality.
Yeah.
All right. It depends how intense you want to go here. Everybody else has a different perception. So in reality, everybody else has a different reality. But overall,
no, I don't.
There is one truth, one reality, is what I believe.
Yes.
And what I know for there to be. But if you want to fucking ultra analyze that, everyone has a brain, so everyone is perceiving what happens in reality different.
Oh, we might see a color differently to somebody else.
Well, that's a philosophical thing then, isn't it?
It would be an amazing thing.
Yeah,
it would be
so that's not what I'm really talking about. There is one reality. There is one truth.
Yeah.
And we're observing that. And
it would be
we're
a very
trying
strange
to make
thing,
our perceptions line up in our descriptions so we can have accurate descriptions. I think is the best that I can put it down to.
It would be a very strange thing. it'd be a very strange thing if there was really only one reality, and then look at
Why?
all the different. Well,
I
then, but
disagree.
just look
Because
at
I
all the
believe that
different.
there is only one
Yeah,
reality,
I mean,
brother.
yeah,
Just look at all the different people's perspective of their reality, which
I
is
know what
so
you mean.
different.
Yes, but
Yeah,
look at
They
all the
still
different
follows one set of
perspectives.
rules, Andy.
Look at all the
yeah,
different perspectives that are wrong.
yeah. That's what I'm
If
saying.
you go by
Exactly,
like
Mal.
the things
That's
about the
exactly
laws of
Mal.
physics,
Well, that's kind of what I'm saying, Mel. Because if there is only one
right?
reality, then look at all the different perceptions of it. They
But
must all be wrong.
those are
They
perceptions. Those are
they
not
must all be
Then
wrong,
reality.
mustn't they?
ignore
Reality,
all the
there
ones
is,
that are wrong, Andy.
you know, as
Yeah,
I
Wipe
was
those
saying,
all out.
unless there's one person who's got it right, what they believe is actually the true reality. You know, maybe
But
there are some people.
you can include only what is right, though.
Mm,
yeah,
We can
you
test
can't
that.
include what people think is right.
yeah,
That's got
Well,
nothing to do with it.
exactly.
I don't give a shit
yeah.
what you think. I don't give a shit
Well,
what you believe.
Exactly.
I only give a
but
shit what's true.
It's
but
only evidentially
in a way,
correct.
what they believe is what they think, and what they believe is their version of reality.
Yeah, they think it's true,
Yes, yeah,
and they're
And
wrong.
then
exactly.
what happens if you
Mm,
find out at the end
But
that
they are
evidence
wrong.
isn't
yeah,
Yeah.
what's required?
The fact is, if you think that your reality is different to what reality actually is, then you are wrong.
mm,
So it's not a different reality at all, then, is it? It's fantasy.
yeah,
It's a
But in the
misconception.
end, there can be
Yes.
only one. There can be only one
Yeah,
yeah,
person.
I mean, people have different perceptions of colors because of the way our eyes work, not because the
mm,
colors are different.
yeah,
Exactly. It's a wave band of energy.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like,
So that plant, say it's a green plant, will give off the same color
frequencies.
all the
Right?
time. People might be color blind or color different and see different colors. It might not be green, it might be blue
560 nanowaves.
to them, but the fact is, it is green.
yeah.
Because you think it's blue
Well,
doesn't make it blue.
Who's
it's
who
actually
decides?
aqua.
Who determines that it's green though?
No, it's teal.
Yeah,
No, it's cyan.
Teal.
teal is a colour. Yeah,
How middle
green,
class is that?
greeny blue.
They're
Isn't
all
it?
the same color, brother.
Yeah,
Bloody teal.
Yeah. Mate, we have a sport what is it? Aussie rules football, and there's a football team called Port Power, and one of their colours is teal. That's
All
why
right.
I know of these
Yeah.
names for the same colour.
I gotta
Right.
say,
And all that.
Aussie rules football players, hard as nails.
Yeah. Aussie rules you probably have never heard about in the real world,
Well,
as in the globe.
basically
But
no
it's what
rules,
we
I'd
call
imagine, is it?
football.
Yeah.
Well, we call it football here, man. And then you've got this thing
Wow.
that I don't know. It's called soccer. I don't really hear of it often here. And you call that football? It's a new thing.
Aussie rules football. Padding. We don't even wear a shirt.
Soccer is one of these country games that it's just one of them rare things that you don't often hear about, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a funny guy. No, I don't do sport much.
Yeah.
Not at all. I need to. My heart's going to die if I don't.
We call it football, I suppose, wouldn't we, Mal?
American,
Yeah, but which
American
one for you
football.
is football, rugby or soccer?
Mm.
Because you guys do rugby a lot.
Oh, rugby's completely different though to soccer, to football.
I know the game's different, but it's
Yeah.
still a ball game, and well, you kick it at one point or another, don't you?
Then you do have to be hard as nails. That is a tough man's game. That is.
Yeah, I used to play that at
And
high school for a short
and
period. It was
and
good.
of course we don't use all the protective gear that the Americans use. Their version
No,
of
I
rugby.
agree. Same. We
Yeah.
did your version in Australia.
Yeah.
I only throw the ball backwards and you keep running forwards.
They've all
That
got
one.
missing teeth and broken noses and God knows what else. It's a tough sport that is.
I used to find that the two games of rugby, there's rugby league and rugby union, and
Yes.
rugby
I
league
forget
is what a lot of the
which the
English
rules.
teams play, and
Oh, yeah.
the rugby union guys from Wales and places like that, like in Scotland.
The All Blacks. Where are they from, Oddie? All Blacks.
New
Isn't that
Zealand.
Yeah. Oh, it's New
Oh,
Yeah, New
Zealand.
Zealand.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to go and
They're
play
huge.
rugby league then as professionals, because rugby
Uh-huh.
union used to be like an amateur type game, and then they go and play like rugby league. And when they came back from rugby league into rugby union, they never miss a tackle.
What's the difference between league and union?
You don't miss tackles in league, or you get sacked.
Okay. And gridiron's nothing alike, right? Or gridiron's similar.
The
I don't know.
American
Or armour because they're gay. Is that right?
Yeah, we don't
American
use
football.
any of that stuff.
American football guys are all padded up.
So they have fucking armour, and it's the same game.
Yeah. American
Bigger
football,
adverts.
they have all padded up and they're on the pitch for about 2 minutes, and then they have to come off and get oxygen because they weigh 300 pounds, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is a gay man's love fest and national in front of San Francisco movie execs.
Soccer is where they run around in pretty colours,
It's just a fucking
and every time somebody shouts at them, they fall over and cry.
Yeah.
And they get
That's right.
stretchered off. Yeah. Somebody tackles them, takes the ball off them, they get stretchered off. And they sue
No one gives a
the
shit
team.
about where the ball's going.
But then you've got things like Australian rules where they go, padding, we wear a t-shirt, shorts and a headbutt.
I wish I could get Davis in here to have a look at this picture. I really do.
I'm glad he's kept it up for so long, mate.
Yeah,
It's great.
he loves this stuff.
I know nothing about
Brian
Aussie
Stewart's
rules,
in there
Mousy.
now.
You can slag me off about Aussie rules as much as you like. It'll go straight over my head, man. I just don't care. Man, I used to do weird games when I was at school. I used to play hockey, which is grass hockey, which was actually really cool. I was the goalie. That was brutal and fun.
That's a hard game. It looks like
I was only a kid, so it wasn't at any great level, brother.
Playing in the Olympics and stuff like that, and they play on a pitch, and they put water on the pitch to make it easier to go about the place, because otherwise you're on that artificial pitch, which will take your skin off if you fall on it. So they put water on it. I used to know a girl who played for Wales, you know, and the top half of her was gorgeous. It was a beautiful girl, and the bottom half, she had legs like a snooker table. It was hard as nails, and she said you have to be able to play this game, because when you play a team that's ranked lower than you, they will beat the shit out of you. They didn't come to play
game.
They came to knock you out.
Hard as nails.
I was a 12-year-old to 14-year-old level, brother. So yeah, mine was the less violent version, but yeah, even for male or female version. But yeah, it's I liked it. It was great. Definitely.
I couldn't be doing with not being able to turn the stick around and hit it from the other side of the stick. I'd do my head right in.
Well, we used to play lacrosse as well, which was like basically more like what you consider ice hockey to be like on land, because you had the sticks and you were allowed to fight like in hockey, but you had to stick on stick fight. You couldn't just like fist fight to the face and that kind of shit, and you had the armor on. That was a lot of fun, but I only did that for about a month and a half, so I didn't get into that many fights. But it's fun. Even in your training rounds, you're training to stick fight with other opponents on the ice. So you actually had cross stick fights.
I find it ridiculous that people like ice hockey and things like that include fighting in part of the game as acceptable. I just think that's ridiculous.
It does blow me away, man. Considering these days in all our sports, we've got concussion rules and all that kind of shit happening. Definitely been in play for 10 years and
I just
blah,
don't
blah,
get
blah.
it.
So,
But then I'm
Yeah.
anti-boxing and things like that anyway, so no,
Yeah.
I can't be doing with it. Why
Yeah.
would I pay money to go watch somebody try and give the other guy brain damage?
I know. It's crazy.
And I
Isn't it?
suppose I don't give a shit about the skill level. I can appreciate the fact that the skill level is brilliant, but the fact is, when you boil it down, he's trying to fucking give him brain damage. He
That's
wants
right.
him
I
knocked
would
out.
much rather watch a Shaolin monk throw a needle through a pane of glass without shattering the glass than watching a fucking person beat the shit out of someone in a ring.
No, I don't understand it. We've
Yeah.
moved
I'd
on.
rather
I'm not a
understand
Roman.
it's,
No,
yeah.
I'm not a Roman
It's a
citizen.
greater
with no
level of
charity.
skill on the art. I may as well learn something. Like, I don't just need to see pure violence and bloodshed all the time. I want to see something new and exciting. I'm not
Well,
actually
yes.
after bloodshed. Don't make me think that that's new and exciting.
Yeah.
you
But
know?
if you want to watch like violent sports and stuff, see, I mean, there's all the martial arts stuff. But then if you want to punch somebody, you learn to box like the Western boxing, because that's the best punching, apparently.
You just reminded me of something, and this is a different topic. Oh, sorry. I'll continue.
Well done.
Here. Go.
Yeah. Oh, good.
About gravity. There was this thing where a scale was held up, like however it's held up above the ground, but and then something was put on top of it. Say a 5 gram lead weight was put on top of a suspended scale. So you've got a scale that's been reset to 0, that's suspended. You put a lead weight on there, and it's saying whatever weight, doesn't matter, 5 grams. And then what you do is you get a heavy lead chunk, same. So lead versus lead, but a heavy, so say 50 kilo lead, or say 500 kilo lead chunk, and put this beneath the scale. And the 5 gram lead chunk on the scale will be pulled towards the scale a noticeable amount more. So it'll look on the scale like it's weighing, say, 5.1.
It looks like it's moved, yeah. 5.0001 or something.
This is proof of gravity.
Yeah.
This is proof of gravity and not density for the flat earthers out there. And I just thought that was really, really, really cool, hey?
Yes.
But I only come across that you can actually do this in your house.
You do it yourself.
It doesn't have to be a 500 kilo lead weight. It just has to be heavier than the one that you have on the scale. So that the heavier mass will affect the smaller mass. And you want to have the same element so that you
Somebody's
can't
coming
say
up.
there's a variable here.
Gads. Gads is coming up.
Awesome.
Hi, Gads.
Always good to see Gads.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
Gads, how you doing?
Another ugly one.
We're all ugly, yeah. That's fine.
Oh, God.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder anyway, so.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
How you doing, guys?
Oh, just waiting around.
Yeah.
Nothing real.
Sounds good.
Old man stuff.
Yeah. You're not that old, are you? No.
I'm 40.
That's not old.
Oh.
That's old enough.
Yeah. You've just about made it into adulthood, really, haven't you?
I'm halfway to 80, so I mean that's getting there.
Don't know, fucking
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. I mean, they're saying that we don't fully mature till the age of 30 now, so it's barely an adult, really, in some ways.
We're not allowed to reveal our proper ages to you, Gads, until we've been talking to you for a lot longer. I believe that's the chat ruls.
Is that the rule, is it?
Just joking, brother.
Oh, I can tell you're in your 50s.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Only by months, man. Fuck. I've only just got there.
According to my missus, I'm about 14.
My dad always told me growing old's mandatory, growing up's optional.
Yeah, that's right. I don't
Yep.
think men ever do grow up, really,
Uh,
in some ways.
Well, I'm kind of blown away by all these full-grown men buying Pokemon cards. All this
Oh
Pokemon
God,
scalping
how
crap.
strange is that?
I'd rather
That is-
doing that than being bronies, eh?
Mm.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't actually have a problem really, but it's just strange that there seems to be such a large quantity of bronies. That's all. Got
Or
me by
furries.
surprise. But you know, you're
It
I saw
never-
your running with Pat, by the way, Gads, and I thought you were treated very badly, and I thought Pat ruined the whole show. If I'm completely honest. I like Pat, but I
I
do
left.
think he completely ruined that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It was
left.
a show.
Mm.
Yeah, he just thinks it's all about him.
Well, it's not that; it's the alcohol now. That's what I have a problem with.
It's what,
That's all
sorry?
driven. It's all driven by. It's all caused by alcohol.
Well,
what was
that and
that
his
on
lack of
last
just.
week's Trobes or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't like that as an excuse, because if that's the excuse, then fuck off until you've got no alcohol.
Yeah,
Well,
but that's
abusing
never.
people.
Yeah.
Or turn him off if that's
Yeah.
what he's doing.
Fucking abusing
like-
people just because
I
you're
like
drunk and thinking that
like
you're going to
that.
get a pass for it because
I
you're
don't
drunk.
want to put. I do like Pat. I don't want to put him down, but I would tell him as a friend to his face that he ruined that last time.
But he
I'm
wouldn't
He
even
wouldn't
take
care.
Real blitz
responsibility.
out, not drunken blitz out.
Patrick won't care.
No, no, I know.
No, I got no time for it.
Yeah.
He's completely narcissistic in his behavior.
Yes, yeah. And then you don't get a pass because you're drunk. No.
He's also most of what he says. He's got a smile on his face. He's joking most of the time.
Oh, I know he's having a go, yeah. But he does
Yeah.
think it's all about him, and he takes over. You
Yeah.
can't get a word in once he starts, and
Yeah,
it's just a waste of space. I went to bed. I don't know.
yeah.
No point.
I didn't. I turned it off. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
you were
seen it
quiet
before.
before me. Yeah.
Well, I've seen it before now. On other streams. Not just Pat either. Lots of people. Whenever there's lots of drunks used to go on Jace's stream, and they just ruined it every single time.
Yeah, they do.
And in the
I
end, I
wouldn't
got
say
to
it's
the
the
point where
alcohol though, because I could drink and not act like that.
Yeah.
I gotta be an excellent alcoholic too.
Yeah. Yeah, Oddie could tell him about that,
Yeah, could.
but you don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't get a pass because of it.
Lots of
Dude,
people used
this
to
is
go.
half the reason Fallen Star's not here, because I stuffed up because I drank too much over the Christmas period. And
Mhm.
yeah, we got to a point where we were
Fallen
arguing,
Star's
so I
really
shut down the
interesting too.
stream, and I haven't seen him since. And it's a big regret. It's
I miss
don't fully
Fallen
remember
Star.
what happened.
He's
Yeah,
got some really.
Andy was there. He was
He's
great.
got some. He's got some good input. He's got some really good ideas, and he explains things really well. I've got a lot of time for him. I hope he comes back.
That,
Fallen Star.
Assuming he will, man. And
Yeah.
I tried to
Yeah.
get him to come back last night. I did a small stream and I
Yeah.
did a
I liked him. He's not
comment.
daft.
Hey, Fallen, where are you? But didn't get any comment or any. Yeah.
I liked him. He's not daft. I went to his site and watched a video. He does like a good rant.
Yeah.
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 And the same with Stupid Humans.
Yes.
If you go to his
Yeah.
site, though, he hasn't been on his own channel for about a
Yeah,
month.
that's the one. Stupid.
yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know what's happened with him either.
Could be in the
That's
hospital, could
not
be
a
in
thing to do
prison.
with me, but oh,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. But yeah. Anyway, if either of them are out there, I hope both of you come back. So yeah.
Yeah.
I liked Stupid Human. He's not stupid.
Yeah, I liked him. That's what I said to him, wasn't it? Is there something else I can call you? Because I can't. I don't
Yeah,
like
yeah.
calling you stupid because
It
you're
felt
not
awkward,
stupid.
didn't it?
Yeah,
I
it
agree.
does. Yeah.
I agree
Yeah.
with that. Yeah.
I think he
Also,
said his
Mark
name's
Twain
Chris.
says not to argue with stupid people. They'll drag you down to their level and beat you with experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he said his name's Chris, didn't he, Oddie? But anyway, he did tell us his name, so we called him that instead.
I've forgotten totally, brother.
Yeah.
I used to call him
I did.
43. He was something invalid humans 43 for a while. So I was calling him 43 just because it was the quickest thing to type.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
I'll occasionally call him 43, and that's where that comes from. But that hasn't been around for a few of his handles now. So yeah, no one else seems, it doesn't make sense. So I tried to stop using it, but yeah, it's the easiest to use.
Yeah, yeah. Stupid humans, of course, isn't referring to him. It's referring to humans in general and how stupid they are,
I
which
don't
is
know. That's
true.
why he doesn't
Yeah,
consider it an insult.
that's right. I know that. I realise that, but I still find it difficult to keep calling him that. You know, for some reason.
I'll
Sounds
go
like
on to
it feels
Project
like you're
2025 with him and go and do a deep dive with him on that, and then you'll understand
Yeah.
why he's called stupid humans.
Yes.
He'll get
Yeah.
right into it with you if
Oh, I
you let him.
know. I know. Yeah. Mm. Well, he
He's a
has to a
funny
certain
fucker.
extent. He is funny.
Yes.
Yeah, he has to a certain extent. Been pretty deep on that. It just feels like almost like you're insulting him every time you say it. That's why I think it's difficult. And of course, it's not about him anyway. It never was about him.
Awesome.
Oh, I thought everyone had disappeared for a minute. I was just going to check what was going on. Everybody went quiet. I was like, what the
Awkward
hell?
silence.
I was like, what the hell? Have I lost internet connection or something?
Did you come from Blade Runner, Gads? Was Clyde still there?
Oh
Clyde's there,
no,
and Clyde's was there, and Brian. I told him that we were live.
Ah, and
Yeah,
Brian.
yeah,
I've been going there less of lately. It's
Oh, no, fair enough.
you haven't been going so much. I've noticed. Yeah. Any particular reason? It's certain people that you're avoiding, or you just I don't know, not interested.
kind of just got my fill of it. It's kind of one of those things you just do for a little bit and then don't really get the
Yeah,
dopamine from it anymore. So you kind of go do other things.
yeah, fair enough.
There is rarely a good conversation there anymore.
No, no, it's crazy most of the time.
Yeah, this world's crazy at the moment.
Just various versions of insanity. Witnessing, various versions of insanity. It's what
Well,
it is.
that's
A
kind
lot of,
of
yeah.
a good definition of humanity is we keep doing the
Mm,
same things expecting different results.
yeah. Einstein's definition of insanity, that is. Yeah. To keep doing the same thing and expecting different results.
Yep.
But it's various degrees of insanity, basically, isn't it? By several people on there. That, for the most part, that's what it is. And every now and then you'll get a group of people. Morning times is usually good. We get a good crewing in the mornings, and we have a sensible conversation quite often.
Well,
It's
that's more
quite,
Europeans. So the Americans are
yeah,
lagging behind by about 5 hours,
that's right.
five
Yeah,
to 8 hours. Depends what
yeah.
coach
I've
you're
got
on.
a lot of them blocked at the moment. I reckon that,
Mm.
yeah, I've got probably 2/3 of the current participants blocked at the moment because in my head they're radicalized.
Yeah,
So,
I see
yeah.
Madame's reappeared in there. Mademoiselle or whatever her name is, Mademoiselle.
Hey, who's that? Mademoiselle the
Mademoiselle
Second has reappeared. Yeah, who's that? Because I've
reappeared.
forgotten.
I don't exactly know who it is. According to Home, it's a I can't forget the age now, but it's a black male
Okay.
that poses as a female. I don't know if what the facts are exactly.
Craziness, insanity.
Well, it is, isn't it? Varying degrees of insanity. That's all it is.
I've always called it an asylum because
Mm.
how many crazy people are in there.
There are a few, with clearly definable faults.
Yeah, but then you gotta figure out the ones acting stupid and the ones really
Yeah, I
stupid,
know.
or
That's the hard part, isn't it? Some people,
I
you'll
don't think
never
it's
know.
that hard, but it's hard to. I mean, it's easy to tell that they're nuts, but it's hard to
Some
tell how nuts.
some people Some people you'll never know. I don't think Davis being one of them and Max being one of them. I don't think you'll ever know whether
I
they're
think
taking the
Nasty's
piss or not.
certified crazy.
I don't know whether it's all. It's a different subject to what it was before. It's a completely different subject and still the same obsession. Um, I don't know. It's possible that it's all just trolling. That is a possibility. How probable that is, I don't know, but it's a distinct possibility.
Davis is a different breed of duck, though. That's for sure.
Yes, yeah. But again, his flat Earth stuff, is he trolling or does he really believe that?
I think he plays it a kind of a middle ground.
Yeah,
He's for it whenever he can be, but then he'll be.
maybe he's said it so many times he's started to convince himself. I don't know.
I still don't know how anybody can think the Earth is flat in this day and
But
age.
neither do I. It's incredible, isn't it?
Guys, it is there in front of you
Hence the
on
picture
the
we've got up.
screen
Have a look at
at
the
the
screen.
moment. How can you think otherwise?
Well, the problem
That
is they
is
don't think.
blasphemy.
You could easily get on and see third-party like rocketeers, people that send the little tiny rocket ships up into orbit, and they have lenses on them that record the shape of the Earth and everything. It's not like it's
Yeah.
some NASA or anything like that. Like, there's plenty of verifiable proof.
But the firmament.
Yeah, you can actually see the firmament and the water dripping off of it.
Well, that comes from the Bible. The Bible's the one that has the whole firmament bullshit.
And the Bible is firm.
And the water outside of the firmament, that's even funnier, really.
Yeah, because, ancient people had no idea how anything worked. Because they thought whenever the flood of Noah happened, that was a hole in the firmament, that all the water came down and flooded the whole earth.
And
which, the amount of water you'd need, and then where did the water go after the flood?
Yeah,
that's
right.
actually cool. So that's the explanation of the flood, right? Yeah, cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's their explanation of it. Yeah. But who's going to listen to their explanation of it? But anyway.
I mean, they don't even understand their own holy books, like how words mean. Like heavens in Hebrew just means sky, because they had no idea what was in the sky.
Up, basically. Yeah. Yeah. So that always amuses me, Gads, when the atheist people turn out to know more about religion than the religious people. I always enjoy that.
Well, it's usually because we have questions where they don't question anything. They're mostly in a defensive state. Like somebody will say something to them, and then they got to find a way to defend their belief.
Yeah.
I've always tried to reason, why are these things said like this in religion, and why do people believe these things?
They've got no whys, though, have they? They're not thinking about why. They're just swallowing it hook, line, and sinker, aren't they? The whole thing.
Oh, and I mean, that's with many things like politics and shit like that goes the same.
We can see that in politics now. And since this Trump MAGA bullshit, I think it's become more observable. Like you can clearly see a division in people now, believers and non-believers. Very clear distinction between them. I think for the first time ever, probably. He's brought that out, hasn't he? To some extent.
Well, we've had cults before, but not on this kind of level of mass.
No, I know.
Like there's like the Jim Jones cult and stuff like that, where it was very small collectives of people that would fall into that. But now it's just millions of people.
And now he's got everybody's crazing after him, craving for his attention and saluting him and praising him left, right, and centre. He's gone power mad now, and he's started going, doing all the things that he's doing. He thinks he's invincible. He can do anything he likes.
But he's a clear show of nepotism and narcissism.
Oh, absolutely. 100% total narcissist. Yeah.
And
Oh, I
the
always
biggest
knew
problem
that.
is the nepotism. We've had for millennia now. We've had nepotism babies that would run empires and stuff, and that they always destroyed them.
Yeah. Well, you can see how he could, given enough time, how he could destroy them. He's done a pretty good job so far of destroying America, don't you think?
I mean, he's on the way of gutting it down to nothing,
Yeah.
which I think it's kind of by design in a way. Um,
Yeah.
there's a KGB agent
Uh-huh.
who disclosed that he recruited Trump in the 80s, and
Oh,
Russia would not want nothing more than to destroy America. And
yeah,
Trump's
that's
doing
right.
exactly everything possible to make it lose power, destroy its
Yeah.
economy.
Yeah.
I mean, you name it, destroy it down to its nothing. And Russia's going to be happy for that.
Yeah. And he does love Putin. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah. The last time he was in office, he had like 18 private meetings with Putin that lasted around
Yeah,
2 hours.
that's right. Yeah. Yeah. They're very friendly, I believe.
Well, Putin more uses him like a stooge, just kind of
Yeah,
strokes
of
his
course.
ego and everything like that,
Oh,
and just
he's stupid. You can. He's one of those people that you can manipulate and use. He's stupid. He's
oh,
not
and that's what the rich
intelligent.
are doing here in America. Basically, all the ones that are
Yeah.
kissing his ass, they're doing that so
Yeah.
then he'll do what they want.
Yeah. That's right.
I've been talking
Yeah.
for ages. My mic was off.
I
Oh,
thought
sorry,
so.
man. Didn't know.
That's
I
okay.
saw
It
it
was
was
all
muted.
bollocks.
Yeah,
It's
it
all
was,
bollocks
wasn't it?
anyway.
It was, but
Putin's been at this game.
I'm
Putin's
sure
been
you
at
would have
this
had
game.
something
Came
to
out. I
say
was
about
doing a
that,
stream last night. It went for
though.
45 minutes till I realised I hadn't added myself to the stream. So I'd been talking for 45 minutes and nothing had been
Ah,
recorded.
I did
There we
that for a
go.
whole video game episode I made. I was sitting there giving all details how to do everything, and
I've done a few of those where I stream my game that I'm playing and there's been no audio or something. It
Yeah.
happens.
I was going to say, Putin's been at this game for a long time, and
Yeah.
he knows what he's doing. He's good at it.
Oh, he is
well,
good at it.
he is ex KGB, so I mean,
I
he was
think
a spy.
he's playing Trump like a puppet myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree.
So they're saying that Trump used to be in KGB. Is that what they're saying? Used to be an
No, they
agent
just
or
kind of
whatever.
recruited him as kind of like an asset.
So
Why
do
not?
you believe what he's doing is he's doing it for the cause of the KGB? Is that what you
No.
mean?
Well, it's more like they kind of say, "Hey, you should do this. I mean, if you do this, it'll be good for you," kind of deals and things like that. And then he's like, "Yeah, that's a good idea." So then he does it, which actually benefits Russia, not him.
Yeah,
Like
that's
a drug
right.
mule.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Yeah. Yeah. Basically being used to do other people's dirty work.
Trump's
I
playing
mean,
him
it's
like a
easy to
marionette.
manipulate. You can manipulate stupid people quite easily.
Yeah, that's right. And that's what's happening there, clearly, isn't it? He's not the brightest tool in the box, is he?
I mean, you just got to stroke their ego a bit, tell them they're great,
Yeah,
they look perfect, all this kind of dumb
that's
shit.
right. Well, yeah, that's right.
Greatest ever president.
You stroke their narcissism, basically.
Play to it.
And then, then you've got a chance then. If you're prepared to do that, that is.
He would never get elected in our country.
No, well,
You guys elected Boris. I mean, it was the
No,
UK version.
no. That's not even a contest. No.
Well, Boris is still a stupid clown. I mean, that guy should have never been PM
he's a
or
buffoon.
MP.
I always described him as a buffoon, and that's what he is to me.
Well, that's what he was.
He's
He
a
was a
toff,
TV
isn't he?
buffoon.
He's what we call a toff. He's a proper rich boy, upper class. He doesn't know how the real world works.
Totally out of touch with reality is what's happened.
That's not the same as Trump trying to fill his bank balance with his country's demise,
Yeah, well, there's billions going into not just his account, but his whole family. He's cycling it through all the channels of his family, I believe, isn't he, Gaz?
Oh yeah, his family. He's
Yeah.
enriched his family by like $4 billion so far. He's made the most money by this term as his presidency than he's made his whole entire life.
Yeah, I believe that.
Unbelievable.
Because most of the time he's lost money.
But yet, his whole thing is Biden was trying to enrich himself from the presidency.
Yeah, right. And now he's robbed the country of billions, hundreds of
But
billions.
but his
Actually.
supporters will still be like, if you bring up anything about Trump, well, Biden. It's
Yeah, I
like,
know. Like Biden was the Antichrist or something. They blame him for everything.
scapegoatism.
Everything's his fault, isn't it?
Then you
It
guys
wasn't
got
that.
Brexit, so Brexit really
Yeah.
fucked you guys over hard.
It's a
Well,
problem. It's a problem with the
debatable.
dichotomy of choice, isn't it?
Trobs has just popped up, so he'll be
You know,
going in about
you
half an
either-
hour.
You either pick one or you pick the other. If you don't pick one, you don't pick the other. You can't pick anybody else because they got no chance of winning, which is it's bollocks in my opinion.
The illusion of choice.
The illusion
Yeah,
of choice, exactly
I
that.
don't.
And
I
a
think
choice
it was
between
Trobs.
two people.
I'm not sure. I think it might have been Trobs that said that he wouldn't vote for, or was it Leper, said they wouldn't vote for somebody who couldn't win.
Hmm.
Why? You know, why not?
Yeah. Yeah.
See, if you vote, say you've got two parties, okay? You've got Trump, you've got Kamala, and you've got Godwin, okay? And those three, right? So you vote for Godwin. Godwin can't win. Everybody knows Godwin can't win, but you want to vote for Godwin because he's your choice, and you believe he's a politician that supports your whatever, right?
Hmm.
So what happens then is Godwin's vote gets sucked into, say, Kamala's vote.
Yeah.
Now Kamala wins by default by beating Trump, but Kamala might have had a lesser amount of the vote.
Yeah.
But then they added Godwin's vote to it
Yeah.
because of it.
Well, in America, it comes down to electoral college, so it really doesn't matter what the people vote for. And when it comes down to the electorates of the electoral college, they actually cast the votes for who becomes the president.
Yeah, that's even worse, isn't it?
Yeah.
The public voting is just a suggestion of what electors are supposed to vote for, but they don't have to vote for that.
Yeah.
What I find most disgusting about it all is how you end up with two complete losers and you're supposed to pick one of them to run the country. I mean, look at the choice between Kamala and Trump.
Kamala is actually a pretty good person.
Yeah,
I
it's not
didn't
much
see-
of a choice, though.
Kamala's problem was she didn't have any time.
Yeah.
Well,
She just had to jump onto Biden's thing, you know?
Well, she was vice president, and she did exactly what a vice president's supposed to do. Just basically wait there until the president dies, if that was ever the case.
Yeah,
But she was a prosecutor for the justice system. I mean, she worked her way up from middle class family, worked hard.
That's why,
climbed the ladder.
same as Crockett, Jasmine Crockett, she's a lawyer. She's very good. I like her.
Most of them are lawyers or
Do you know her, Gats?
CEOs. Yeah, I like Jasmine Crockett. She's from Texas.
Yeah,
she's a black girl.
I think she's good.
Very outspoken.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
I used to like a guy a few years ago. I think he was a conservative, actually. What the hell was his name? Trey Gowdy.
Oh yeah, I know him. He has white hair.
I used to like him. He was a good talker.
don't know
I think
him.
he was conservative, was he?
Yeah,
But,
he was a conservative Republican, but yeah,
I liked him. And they asked him to run for president, and he refused because he said he could do more good on the ground, which I had to respect that, you know, because he could have run.
Yeah.
I don't think he would have got the support. I mean, I liked him too. He was actually one of the few Republicans I liked.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
The guy I probably would think best as president would be, his name's Sheldon Whitehouse.
Right.
He's very good. He's kind of like a Bernie Sanders, but more not as far left.
I quite like. You see how much Bernie Sanders gets slated on chat, and I thought Bernie Sanders makes quite a lot of sense.
Because he is anti-establishment, anti-rich, and so therefore the rich own all the media, so they're going to say everything negative about Bernie. That's
I would have to say, I think if Bernie Sanders had been in a running, he'd have beaten both of them.
well, he did run in 2016. He got fucked
Yeah.
over by the DNC.
Yeah.
Debbie
Yeah.
Wasserman Schultz, I forget how she did, basically nominated Clinton over him.
Yeah.
Even though Bernie had the most
He was,
support.
I saw a little speech with him the other day where he was saying that what they did in Venezuela was illegal.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Well, of course it is. International kidnapping. International kidnapping is quite illegal.
Yeah. And, well, actually, I posted a short from Bernie Sanders. He was giving a lecture at, I think, Harvard or something like that in his younger days. And he basically said about how America was going to invade South America and all this stuff. And he predicted this like over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me. Some people know what they're talking about.
Well, he's been in politics since.
Yeah, since he was a baby.
But you always there's a tendency to think that that's it now, it's all over. I don't think it is. I think that's the beginning. I think this isn't something that's just going to end there.
Oh no, he's going to go deeper and take in over more.
Of course he is.
If he's
Greenland's
allowed.
next, I think.
He wants the whole of the hemisphere, doesn't he?
He's talking about invading Greenland now with military force and taking it over.
That would violate NATO, and he'd automatically be at odds with NATO.
He doesn't care about NATO, though, does he? He's not.
I think that would be the end of the UN, wouldn't
it?
Well, the UN's in New York, so.
You know, I live in NATO. I mix the two up, but yeah, I just think it'd be the end.
He's not. He wants to break away from NATO anyway, doesn't he, Gus? He's not interested.
He basically wants to become like a hermit kingdom, kind of like North Korea. He wants
separate. Yeah. You can't separate these days.
Especially not in a global economy.
No, you can't do it. The world is too small. Everybody relies on everybody else these days. You can't do it.
You make things where the resources are from, and I mean, so that way you keep your aggregate efficiency low, because the move products all over the place, back and forth all the time, your aggregate efficiency goes through the roof, and then the cost of the product gets to go way up. So
I wonder what will happen. Now, harping back to Andy's 3 things that he posted up, I wonder what will happen when you get all these space stations and this and the other up, and they start sending out Autobot type rockets and things to mine asteroids and things like that.
Yeah.
What will happen to the people who think they hold all the power over the resources on this planet when we start bringing resources in from outside?
Yeah.
That'll be a different world.
That will happen. It will.
That'll be a different world, won't it?
We're pretty far from that yet, but there is an asteroid out there.
Of course, we're a long way from that.
Asteroid. It's not too far out there, but it's out there. But it's so much gold that if it was mined and brought to Earth, it'd make the value of gold worthless.
Yeah.
There's that much gold.
I mean,
that's the danger, isn't it? Of making everything worthless. That is the danger.
Which these people already think that they can have infinite growth on a finite planet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like people think that we're going to go to Venezuela and start pumping all their oil out. Oil companies aren't going to do that, because then that's going to cause the price of crude oil to go down.
He's talking about 18 million barrels of oil or something. He reckons he's going to get out of Venezuela.
Well, they have the largest proven resources in the world. They have more than Saudi Arabia.
They have more than everybody else put together.
Yeah.
He's already said that he's going to be in control of Venezuela for the foreseeable future, and he's planning to.
Yeah, but he might be able
to take 18 million barrels of oil, I believe it is.
But it would crash the oil.
He's not even in control of the United States.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
That's a valid point. Yeah.
Sorry for jumping back in like that.
No, it's fine.
That's my big issue, man. He's taken over a country. He can't even control his own.
Yeah,
but
like 60% of living pay to pay, like he's killing off like his own country and just stealing off others for even more. This isn't running countries.
Well, his terrorists are putting a lot of people out of
for
business.
his family.
How is the tariffs working on these days, Edwin?
stealing
It
for
looks
his
like
empire.
it looks like desperation at the same time, doesn't it? I haven't got enough, so I'm going to go and steal somebody else's.
But he's getting a lot of heavy oil from Canada, isn't he?
No,
He's got a
Canada
lot of
actually
these.
stopped that now. So Canada is exporting their oil to Canada now, or not
Yeah.
Canada.
Yeah,
Canada's
no, but
exporting to
not to
China.
America.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
they cut off.
Trump has got these like down in like Texas and places. There's something like 10 heavy oil. What do you call them? Refineries down there, but they're for heavy oil, and he hasn't got the heavy oil, and he needs the heavy oil because these places are fucking expensive to run, and he's going.
Yeah.
They have to run,
Mm.
and that's part of why he wants this oil from Venezuela because he can get
Well,
heavy oil from there.
No,
Yeah.
America refines light oil, so all of our industry is around light oil because oils are easy to get to. Oils
Mm.
like light oil is always more at the top when it's easily accessible. Like Texas, it used to have
Mhm.
tons of oil that was super easy to get to. Now it's all your light oil. So all the industry is built up around producing, cracking light
Yeah.
oil.
Yeah.
Yes.
Heaviest oil is
Can they
actually
just
used in
recycle
shipping.
plastic to get oil?
You can, but
Why
not
don't we
enough to be.
focus on that?
Yeah.
You can, but it's not enough. So you gotta remember, these oil industries, they deal in billions of gallons of oil
Mm.
versus plastic where you'd only get thousands.
Yeah. No, that's why he's desperate for that oil. That's for sure. He needs that
But
oil.
it's not gonna
Maybe
happen
that's
though.
maybe that's
Well,
why,
then,
Gads. I think Canada did they shut him off because of, I'm guessing, because of tariffs, but I don't know.
Yeah,
But
retaliatory
maybe that's
tariffs. So everybody
yeah,
Trump put tariffs on, they
yeah.
retaliated and put tariffs on American products, and now
Good,
people stopped
good.
buying American products, and now
Yeah,
we're having mass
how,
factories closing down all over.
and
good,
how much is that costing the average American guy?
Yeah.
Well,
It's
and
costing them everything because they're losing their jobs. Tyson's closed multiple plants now. Budweiser's closed plants. Jim Beam,
Wow.
GM,
all
Ford.
the other countries just changed who they traded with. We didn't need
Yeah.
America.
Yeah, that's right.
That was the problem, and
That's
that
exact.
Trump
That
That
was
didn't
always
was
realise.
that was always my point, Oddie, was that
Yeah, no,
because
I agree.
Trump imposed all these tariffs, it doesn't mean anybody's going to pay them.
Yeah.
Well,
They're
and
just
he's
going
trying to claim that
elsewhere.
he's made like $18 trillion so far in tariffs when he's only made 250 billion or something like that for the.
Well, he hasn't paid any of the national debt with it.
Well, he doesn't plan to.
No.
That's not
He's
what
added. He's added almost a quarter of our whole national debt with his first 4-year term. $8 trillion.
They were talking to
Trillion,
a businessman in China. I can't remember who he was, but he was a big super duper businessman. And they asked him what these Trump tariffs were going to do to him because he had a big business, And he said, "Well,
Probably nothing.
I've got 100 million people in China I can deliver to. Never mind other countries. I don't give a shit what his tariffs are," he said.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and he was going to give every American citizen $2,000, wasn't it?
No, he was never going to do that. Like Elon Musk even said that after he was gutting our government of everything, saying, "Oh, we have so much money. We found out we can give everybody
Yeah,
money."
and that's
And
all
that,
just vanished, hasn't it? Where's that gone?
well, it's something that they feed their base, and then their base. Because I've had people at work even be like, "Yeah, Trump's going to give us $2,000 checks, blah blah blah," and it's like, I was like, "It's never going to happen. The rich are not going to give you money. They didn't even want to give you anything during COVID. What makes you think they're going to do it now?"
Yeah, yeah.
$10,000 each for the flight controllers that stayed over that government shutdown. They were supposed to all get a $10,000 bonus too from Trump.
Yeah,
What
they
is it?
were.
The people, not the baggage handlers, the
Traffic controllers
or whatever they were.
ATC,
Yeah.
yeah.
You guys have to stay working whether you like it or not, even though it's a government shutdown. What an evil thing to do to your citizens.
I would
That
have
is
quit
fucking
if they would have.
full on.
If American people would learn that if they all just stopped going to work for like a month,
Yeah.
they would shut this whole everything down. Like nothing would work, and the rich would lose everything.
Yeah, so would they, but yeah.
No, I think they'll heal better.
Well, if there's no mechanics, no plumbers, no heating technicians, no air traffic controllers, none of that, the rich can't do anything because they need all
No.
those services.
Yeah, and they're no longer rich probably at that point anyway, because the banks have all gone bust as well, or disappeared, or whatever.
Not necessarily. We've had a couple banks go under, but that was because of Trump fucking with the Dodd-Frank bill,
Yeah, yeah.
changing thresholds.
And a couple of casinos went under as well. See,
Yeah.
I reckon I could run a fucking casino, make a profit.
Oh,
Yeah.
exactly. Now, how can you fuck up a thing generated to bring in money?
He's done it
Like,
multiple
fuck.
times though, not
Three
just
times.
once.
3
Three
casinos.
times. Yeah.
Can't
And
fail.
how many
People just
hotels
turn
as
up
well?
and give. People just turn up and go, "Here's my money, take it."
How many
Oh, okay.
hotels, Scad?
Oh, I'm not
Has he
sure here. I can look it up though.
He's bankrupted loads of hotels as well.
Just nuts.
He claimed that his hotel in New York or whatever it was worth 150 billion, and when they went in and actually did a financial analysis of it, it was 75 million in debt or something. That's his
Well, they could
idea.
record for that, didn't they?
That's
6
his idea
times
of being in
filed.
profit.
No.
6 times.
Not that
there
that
you go.
matters now. He's stolen
Stealing is
enough money from
Both.
America to pay for all of his debts, brother, tenfold.
Yeah.
he's just seized another tanker as well, his 5th tanker.
The Russian one that the Brits helped us with.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, they confiscated that, didn't they?
Yeah.
They were chasing that one around, which that one's empty. That was an empty oil tanker. That's a
Well,
Russian ghost fleet tanker.
yeah. I don't know
It was
whether
going to Venezuela.
I don't
So
know whether
right
it was
now,
actually empty. You know, why
Russia.
would they go after it like that if it was empty
Well,
and they knew it was empty? I don't know.
Well, they were just chasing it because it turned its transponder and everything off. It was a
Yeah,
ghost
that's
ship. It was
right.
going in the dark.
Well, it
But
reflagged in Russian flags, didn't it, as well?
yeah, it
Changed
pulled
its
a
name.
Lord of War
Reflagged.
move.
Yeah.
But it was going to Venezuela to get oil, and then it was going to take that oil back to Russia to process.
Yeah. Yeah.
Russia right now is running out of everything. Russia has pretty much depleted their manpower, their equipment, their ammunition, their oil.
Serves them right.
So why are they picking on NATO? Why are they picking on UK or wherever it is they're flying planes over? Why are they doing this shit when they're so what we perceive as economically fucked?
Yeah.
Why are they doing this? This doesn't seem right.
Narcissistic people don't have self-awareness in a way. Like they can't. To them, they sit isolated.
There's got to be a better explanation than that, surely. Come on, brother. That's
he started using his Arachnic missile on Ukraine. Did you see that, Gads, today?
Moscow is on fire here. Like Moscow just got fucking hammered by the Ukrainians.
Good.
Nice.
But he's been using that Arachnic missile on them.
What's this? An Arachnic missile? Oh, okay. Ukraine still though. Yeah.
No, this is Russia using an Arachnic against Ukraine. They've just started. Yeah,
that's what I mean. Against Ukraine. Yeah, okay. Now my problem is Russia's now also extending beyond Ukraine. Now we know them to be at the limit of their resources, but now they're going, oh fuck this, let's go and pick on NATO as well.
Yeah,
and NATO is not just a country; this is a group of countries. This is fucking insane.
But look what Trump's doing. Trump's doing exactly the same. He's lashing out at everybody.
Yeah, but
he knows
Trump
his country's
in his 80s and deranged. Now,
well, Trump's 79, but he's deranged. But Putin's around the same age too.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he was a decade earlier.
Putin's 73.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He's doing the same thing though, isn't he? He's lashing out at everybody because it's older.
It's a reflection. This is a flaming crescendo before death.
It's just a reflection of internal turmoil, basically. When they start lashing out like that, it tells you that their country's crumbling.
Well,
what
and
it
older
means.
generations, they don't want to relinquish any power over. They would rather burn it all to the ground than hand over power. So we're seeing that with
So
South
let me get this
America,
right. The only reason the
Russia.
rest of the world doesn't divide up Russia is because of the nuclear power that it has, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
It's that simple, though, is all I'm
That's
getting
simple.
at, yeah?
It's that
Yep.
simple, I believe. Yeah. And
Okay.
you think how many years they've
Otherwise,
been fighting Ukraine and how many men they've lost? We
I
could
mean,
just walk in.
otherwise,
We could
if it
just
wasn't
walk in there and
because,
take over. What are they going to do about it? They've got no men left to fight with.
well, if it wasn't for the nuclear threat, if they didn't have that, how long do you think it would have taken the whole world to turn around to Putin when he invaded Ukraine to tell Putin, no, you're not doing it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
10 minutes?
So I just want to know what's the point where we do?
Well, and
They
Putin's
won't.
made many nuclear threats against the world multiple times.
Multiple
America.
Well, I just want to know
France.
what it will take for the rest of the world to say enough is
Well,
enough.
they won't.
Well,
Because
we got to
all
wait
that-
for the
yeah,
people
They
to
can't.
overthrow
They
him.
can't, can they now?
No.
Not really. Not in a realistic
And
outcome.
when you look at all the things around the place, like UN
It's
and
fucked.
doing all those kind of
It's
places,
truly fucked.
they're all defense forces. They don't
You know
go
what that
no way.
means in the outcome? There is no defense here. There is no
Well, they won't do anything
acceptable
unless he comes after
outcome
them.
here.
If Putin came after them, yeah, they do it.
Well, you'd have to get
What-
Article, I think, 3 of the NATO treaty, where if one NATO member gets attacked, then all other NATO members have
Yeah.
to attack.
Yeah.
I understand.
So
that's why
that's
there
why he
is
won't
no
do
ideal outcome, is there? There cannot be an ideal outcome.
No.
That's why sanctions are there.
Mm.
'Cause
Okay.
you can't
Can you
just start.
explain a little bit better?
You can't
Sanctions are
just
just an
start
agreement.
spinning about- Sanctions.
Yeah.
He's got a massive amount of sanctions against him. It's a wonder they're still functioning
But he
at all.
doesn't
Really.
care. That's what I'm getting
Yeah.
at next. You know, he doesn't seem to give a fuck about these sanctions.
Because he sees himself as all powerful. Like Putin's another.
Untouchable.
He's also, I'm too old to give a fuck.
Mm.
Well,
Well,
when
they
you
live
think that-
isolated. The rich and the powerful live so isolated from reality,
Yeah, they do.
where they have
I
every
would
comfort
think
net.
Even so, Gads, I still want to try to understand it vaguely. You know, that's why I have questions.
You'd
He's
have to become
basically a
ready.
dictator. He's basically a dictator. Look at the size of Russia. Takes up half the bloody planet. And he's basically...
Now, this is why I asked originally, why hasn't it been divided? And nuclear's sole answer there. That's fucking fucked because it's dead right, but fucking it's so concise and simple. This is just a power play, man, and he's just a bully, and we don't have a defense against him, and that's fucked. Now, admit it with the rest of the world. How can we actually defend against that? And it's going to be brutal.
It's the same in a way with Trump, isn't it?
It's the same thing.
Identical.
Yeah.
If Trump didn't have the resources that he's got, he would never be saying the things he does and doing the things he does, because he wouldn't get away with it.
No.
Instead of the UK,
I don't know why he's getting away with it.
Here, our prime minister.
Why is he getting away with it? That's a very good question. Why is he being allowed to get away with it?
Because they gutted all the people that would say no.
Yeah.
Because he's got the biggest armed resources in the world. That's it.
Well, no, we used to have checks and balances.
He's just done it himself with his own I am great over and over again. He's conditioned fuckwits to believe that. It's simpler and baseless than...
The voters mean absolutely nothing in this case. Like, the voters do not give him any power. It's the people in Congress and Senate and his cabinet members. And he surrounded himself with loyalists.
And the fact that, let's face it, how many times have you seen him on giving speeches and stuff where he's basically bullying other countries? Why is he able to do that? Because of the resources he's got. If he didn't have them, he wouldn't open his gob. Could he get smacked down?
And he has what's built by other men. So all previous presidents are the ones that built us up to this point. And now Trump's just at the reins. and he's running it all into the ground because he's a moron.
It's going to be hard work turning it around when he goes, isn't it?
Well,
He never was a businessman. That's clear because most of his businesses have failed. So it
yeah,
wouldn't be surprising if he did the same thing to the country, would it?
well, this is the end of the American Empire. There's not going to be a comeback from this. I mean, most empires only last about 200 years. We're at 250, so I mean, we're pretty much at the end of our reign.
Yes,
The English Empire fell down to nothing now.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
it's not your empire, man. We're going into central banking. He's already turned it. You're going to have 4 quadrants of the earth. You're going to have, or 3. It'll be the Americans. It'll be the Middle East. It'll be the Asians.
Well, China's about to take
quadrant.
over. China's going to be the new world power. I mean, they have the people, they have the resources.
Well, you're going to have
they
3 powers. You're going to have America. You're going to have China, and you're going to have maybe a Russian and maybe a Middle Eastern.
Done. It's
exactly.
the EU.
I see a division.
The EU has more.
Yeah, cool.
Than Russia.
But you're understanding what I'm getting at here. Then that means you're going to have 3 currencies. Then you're going to have 3 competitions.
Well,
then you're
right now, the
central
petrodollar
banking
is going out. So basically, the world's dropping the American dollar because of all Trump's stupidity.
They are.
And so BRICS nations are now breaking away and adopting the yuan.
Yeah, cool.
So,
Your dollar, yours is worth 67, or we're 67 cents to the dollar compared to America. I forget which way it is around, but it used to be 74 cents only last year. So it's dropping rapidly because of Trump. We don't give a fuck about America.
That's the value. But if you add
that sounds bad that the value's dropping, but we don't care that the American dollar's dropping because of the yuan increasing.
If you add 8 trillion to the national debt and print more money to cover it, then that's what happens. You devalue your own currency.
You deflate it.
That's what he's done. He's devalued his currency.
It's not necessarily things cost
we
more.
have enough gold buried in Roxby Downs under the ground that could totally decimate the economics of gold. But we haven't done that.
Well, gold isn't usually deep down. Gold's usually scattered across stuff because gold isn't actually made on Earth through any kind of process. Gold comes from exploded suns, made in the core of a sun.
Roxby Downs a copper mine. All this gold is just a freaking byproduct. And it's just been left there. But it's been left there the whole time that the mine's been open. So we know it's there. But it's just, like there's shitloads and shitloads.
That's the largest gold nugget ever found was in Australia.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And apparently there's more than what Fort Knox used to have before we found out that it's empty.
Yeah. Mysteriously vanished.
Yeah, after they did the interview in the 1970s showing all the gold in the Fort Knox, trains started hauling it out.
You know, when Trump and Musk went down to Fort Knox to personally inspect the vaults, I never saw a picture of that, but I would have paid money to see a picture of their faces when they walked in and found that it was an empty room. That would have been priceless.
There's a lot of gold in New York.
Cool thing to do. Hey, if you're president, I would have loved to have done that. Let's just go and verify this.
Well, up until that point, so up until 1973, it was illegal for U.S. citizens to own gold. It was done under FDR. So FDR during wartime made it so they took back all the gold from the citizens, silver too. Multiple countries have done this in wartime, so they make it illegal for the
silver's out of control at the moment. Fuck,
man. That's going to destroy lots of things, but that's because China's buying up everything. China's buying up all the gold and all the silver, and so therefore they can basically back their currency by gold and silver, which makes theirs the most valuable.
I've only just noticed the silver this last week, but that's like insane.
$90 an ounce.
Fuck, mate.
Which that's going to cause electronics and things like that to go through the roof because that's
now they're saying
manufacturing.
Now they're saying that the price of all electronics are going to go up, all gadgets, phones, computers, everything, because AI is taking up all the RAM. The RAM's becoming really hard to get, and now the price is going to go up, they reckon, 5 times.
Yeah.
Well, that's because NVIDIA, they're cutting production for the public
exactly.
by 50%, and it's
They're
the other
charging the
50%
public
going all
for
free.
it. Then they're charging the public for the problem.
Yeah,
It's
that's right.
a supply demand thing, so therefore they're shorting supply,
Exactly.
and the demand's still there, so therefore the price goes up.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what they're doing, and that's happening in a lot of companies as well. Deliberately inflating prices by doing that. But it's
Which
all going into AI. All the NVIDIA chips are going into AI, and all the RAM's going into AI. All the electricity is going into AI, for God's sake. Nobody seems to care about that.
because there's a race. Right now, America is in a race with China. The first ones
Yeah.
who make artificial general intelligence will end up controlling the world. So if one side stops for a second, the other one gains the lead on them. So basically, they're both racing to the top, and then whoever creates artificial general AI is going to create artificial super intelligence, and then that's what's going to own the world.
Mm.
So it's
When,
we're in a race.
Space race, is it?
It's kind of
To
like
me-
space race, but for world domination.
Yes, sir.
to me, I see the next big revolution is when they start mixing quantum computers and AI together. That's
Well,
when
it's
the
not
next
even
leap
world
will happen.
domination now. It's a realm domination, inverted commas, so to speak.
Well,
I
no,
believe.
whoever creates artificial general intelligence will rule the world. So if China gets it, China's going to take over control of the whole entire world.
That's a
Yeah, no, but
generally
I can make
accepted.
my own
Yeah.
fucking universe in my own world, in my own little fucking meta free universe internet link. You know what I mean? Yes, I still need to be connected, so don't get me wrong. I get that I need to be a part of the system, but I could be in my own inverted commas universe anywhere I fucking like, away from anybody else these days. Fuck them. It sounds really bad, but it's a thing that's actually possible.
Yeah.
Like, so, I don't know where to go with this, like, because I don't know on the direction of the topic beyond that, but we have options here is all that's getting at, and they're quite high definition. They can be very realistic. This is not a fantasy anymore. This is I can actually escape into I don't like using the word realm, but inverted commas, into a realm
Quite like
which
realm.
semi-exists. Yeah, but I don't like using dimensions either, because dimensions are length, breadth, depth, and time to me. They're not fucking places you go and transport to via a Star Trek fucking device. Like there's different dimensions
I mean,
for
I
these
like
words. Words mean words. Sorry.
I just like the idea of all this artificial intelligence stuff, because it's better than most of the intelligence I meet most days.
The problem with artificial intelligence is that the more that you use it, the less that you use your in-depth thinking yourself.
That's one of my bugbears. Critical thinking again, isn't it? We're all about it.
Well, kind of no, yes and no. So if you're an intuitive
the only people
you
with
want to know
critical
things,
thinking will be the people who are critically thinking to try and improve it. The people using it will use it more.
I want to know questions. I want to know answers to my questions, so I'm going to type in a question and get an answer for that.
You are. Yeah.
But like some people, the ones that are becoming dumb are the ones that are using it to do their jobs, do their homework, do their things.
You got it.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm gonna probably go to Craig's too. He's cracking out a stream. Sorry to butt in, but you know I've been doing it for a couple of years now, so I'm not going to break the trend.
No, that's fine.
I'll
shut down here.
Enjoy. And catch you guys later.
I'll shut down here and go over there. I probably won't stay long though, as usual. It's late for me.
Fair enough. It's late for you fellas. Hey, sorry for butting in then, Mal. That was a little bit rude of me. I didn't mean to be.
That's okay. I was talking bollocks anyway. I wasn't listening.
Dude.
Okay, guys.
Always a pleasure, guys.
Thank you for coming, and see you same time, same place next week.
Yeah, catch you in a bit.
See you later.
Awesome.